fate where brave souls dare. The jester plots with flair to spare. Hand in hand we venture through twists and turns. In the saga where fire fiercely burns.
Rise, bold adventures, now's your prime. In the jester's realm of the legends climb. Help me stepdaddy when challenges rise. Together we conquer beneath the starry skies. Heroes develop with courage untold. Through caverns deep and fortresses old. Every puzzle, every fiend you face, with the jester beside you, winning the race.
It's attack of opportunity, step into the light. Our stage is set, the thrills in sight. Join us as we challenge fate's tight grip. In our epic quest, let your spirits rip.
This is the call to all who dream. When myths awake and the brave redeem. Attack of opportunity calls to you. Embrace the adventure and witness the new. Rise, bold adventurers, now's your prime. In the jester's realm, let the legends climb. Help me stepdaddy when challenges rise. Together we conquer beneath the starry skies. Heroes of valor with courage untold. Through caverns deep and fortresses old. Every puzzle, every fiend you face, with the jester beside you, winning the race. It's a time of opportunity, step into the light. Our stage is set, the thrills in sight. Join us as we challenge fate's tight grip. In our epic quest, let your spirits rip. This is the call to all who dream. When myths awake and the brave redeem. Attack of opportunity calls to you. Embrace the adventure and witness the new.
Hello and welcome, adventurers. You've crossed into the thrilling realm of Attack of Opportunity, where every roll of the dice could shift our fate. I'm your Dungeon Stepdaddy, joined by the Dungeon God, guiding Meake, Tim, Cliff, Nafir, and Bramble through the perilous world of Oob. Prepare your spells, sharpen your swords, and let's dive into another epic session. Whether you're here for intense battles, ancient mysteries, or good old camaraderie, you're in for a treat. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you won't miss a moment. Let's roll the dice. Adventure awaits. All right, let's see here. Everybody was here last time. So,
Yes, we were.
one quick caveat that I did not mention at the end of the last session, and that is everybody leveled up to level 7.
Yeah!
Woo! Woo! The hell was that? Somebody felt like I was in a 1930s street duel.
I was snapping. Okay.
Jesus. Cheeks, baby.
Jesus.
Are you a cheek clapper, Cliff?
I have been known.
Been known to clap a couple cheeks in my day.
Well, so I rolled the mystical magical dice. It has decided that it shall be, I believe, Nafir.
Sweet. Happy to do it.
Nafir, if you would be oh so kind to give us the recap for a last time.
Yeah. Last time, the party started out in the town filled with ice and flying creatures and a dragon overhead. And basically, we decided first we were going to run away. And then we realized that we should just run deeper into the town. And that's what they did. Playing hide and seek with the inhabitants of the town and the dragon overhead, and eventually making their way out the southern side of the town near the orphanage, where they encountered some fun and interesting people named Encore and Bravo, who had the boy Hero with them. All of them and the party teamed up to fight against a dragon. And when the dragon was defeated and the party tried to rescue Nero, I don't think Nero wanted to go with us. The party was rebuffed by I forget which one did it, but after that, Bravo approached Tim and was talking about playing games, and Cliff got all bent out of shape because it reminded him of an incident happened not so long ago with Jester or Joker or whatever we call him. At the end of the session, after Bravo and Encore had left, Cliff was attempting to contact his deity, Sune, and mid-conversation, Sune was cut off, and all Tim heard was Cliff heard was someone say, "That's enough from you." And that's about where we left off.
Cliff, does that jive with your notes?
Yeah, it does.
Good. Just wanted to double check. All right. Yes.
Yeah, it's
so
like a fat one there, everybody. It's like a fat one.
I don't discriminate. I make fun of everybody. No. Yeah. So you guys were at the orphanage. You just had a heart-wrenching discussion with both Nero and Tim had his psychotic conversation. Miku got knocked down again and almost bounced off the ground. Tim was kind enough to give her... I mean, if you already have feathers, is it just fall?
I think that was one of the clowns that cast Feather Fall.
No, it was definitely Tim.
It was me.
It's fall
Okay.
right now in the game. Does that help?
No.
Chosen one, I wouldn't let you fall to your demise.
But yes. But yeah, there was a whole lot going on. You leveled up to level 7. Of course, Nafir, as you know, you'll go ahead and take your inspiration. And while you can't stack it, I am going to give everybody an inspiration. So if you already have one, this doesn't benefit you. But if you don't have one, go ahead and add it. Because why not? DM, I do whatever I want.
It's awfully fucking generous, but alright.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
It's a lot coming from a guy who causes forest fires. Only I can
Ooh.
make forest fires.
It was literally you. You did that recently.
So what was your plan? Were you guys heading to any other towns on the way back? I know we were talking about going back to the Platinum Keep, but I wanted to double. It's been 2 weeks, so I wanna double check with you. Where you going? Tell
Are
me.
you going off the rails?
I think
You're
Nafir had suggested that heading straight was probably the best idea.
Is that okay with you, Tim?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. So, you all start heading back. Cliff, as you are meandering, doing your thing, you hear a small tinking sound coming from your hand. Almost like the sound of, I don't know, something cracking?
I'll look at my hand. Which right or left?
Which one has your sapphire ring on it?
The right one.
Cool, you look at your right one.
Okay.
Go ahead and look at your
What do I see?
You see a crack in your sapphire ring. Go ahead and look in your inventory and under equipment, and you tell me what you find.
Cool.
Also, I made a couple of changes here and there. Your armor can now summon Eddie, by the way. Because fuck you, that's why.
I can summon Eddie now?
Yes.
Awesome. But he can die, correct?
Depends on how you use him. He can be background flavor,
You want me
or
to post this?
Okay.
that's up to you. I don't give a shit. And we lost Cliff.
Let me post this and gone. He
That's,
took it and ran. That's what he did.
that's exactly what happened.
That's weird.
It's okay. You saw that. You were brought to tears by how awesome this is, and you didn't want that to be on stream.
So I look at it and I feel it cracking. Do I get any kind of sense from it? Like, is she trying to reach out? Like, this is obviously this is
the flavor
what
text
you would call a
tells all.
vestige. Okay. Flavor text.
Yes, it's like text, but it comes in a variety of Skittle flavors.
Gotcha.
Oh, I want the cherry.
No cherry.
Damn it.
They're all brown
Grape?
ones.
Whoops.
Oh wait, those are M&Ms. Fuck. But yes, as you look on this, and I'll for those reading impaired, yes, it's called the Fractured Faith. Sune's Embrace. Unless Cliff wants to talk about it, I don't want to steal your thunder.
I mean, he posted it there.
Yeah, that's why I said reading impaired. Jeez, God,
I can't read.
I know. But yes, Sune's Embrace gives +1 bonus to insight and persuasion checks. It carries a trace of Sune's love and wisdom, however her warmth feels distant, like a sun hidden behind the clouds. Once per long rest, as a reaction, an ally he can see within 30 feet, falling to 0 hit points, Cliff can release a pulse of radiant energy from the ring. The ally gains 1 hit point and is stabilized, preventing their death and the exhaustion due to being downed. Yet when this power activates, a strange presence looms. Not malevolent, but expectant. And the last part of it, the silence. Permanent and passive, Sune's voice is completely gone. When Cliff prays, there's only silence. When he calls upon divine power, it still comes, but without the comforting touch of his goddess. Something cut her off from him. He knows she must still be alive since his magic works, but she cannot answer him, and yet, something is listening.
I like these very flavorful, lore items, I guess is the word.
So
Your
Trying to
heirloom
remember.
items.
The place.
Heirloom,
you like-
that was the right.
So I feel as though she gave me this ring, but I still feel distant from her.
You feel as if that ring has been blessed by her, as you had this before. This was something you came to this world with, something that meant a lot to you.
Yeah, yeah.
And she has bestowed a blessing upon it, as with her, I don't want to say last breath, because that would insinuate that she's dead, and that's not obviously true. Otherwise, you wouldn't have powers.
Last resort.
Yeah. We'll call it a call for help. Let's do that. I'm going to call it a call for help. Yeah.
With that, every day that we're traveling, Cliff's gonna cast divine or divination. Because if he can't talk to her, it might go to somebody else. It might go to somebody under her.
Like a man?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what she's
Or
into.
however you want to flavor it.
She's definitely a top.
She's about that life.
All right. You guys head back. It's pretty uneventful. I'm going to go ahead and give you all a long rest. I know some of you guys dilly-dicked with your characters, and we'll just do that. Oh, it got so dark.
I didn't know it did that. That's pretty neat.
Oh, yeah. I have all sorts of cool shit set up.
Are we saying we stop by random tavern and get food, or are we just using our food?
I would just go ahead and use your food.
Oh, God damn it, I always forget the rest.
Did you forget? Miko, I'm just fucking with you.
Why
That
did it-
kills people.
That kills people, Miku.
During this 2-week stretch, I am going to have to possibly stop at a small market, get some more rations, or spend the day hunting, I guess.
You
The
want
most
to hunt?
dangerous game.
It only
Because
prompted me,
Eddie eats a lot.
He is. He's kind of a chunky bitch.
prompted me for one. Did you say we need 7?
It is a week and a half.
We can have. Okay, so 13 or 14.
It's fucking
10 days.
10,
10.
11,
10?
something
Oh,
like
yeah,
somewhere in
God.
that range.
Math is hard.
Yeah, math. It's okay. I have thinking juice in this. But yeah, aside from lawn, there really isn't. Or no, you guys were at Meek. So you have lawn.
Yeah, let me stop by Lond.
Okay.
Because we were in Meek, right? Yeah.
Correct.
That's what my notes say. So yeah, I'll stop by Mon. Some rations.
Let me update this. I did not expect you to come here. Not that it's a big deal.
It's
just-
your fault. Look
Listen.
what you did.
Listen, you gave me a
Fine.
chunky,
You're doing great.
talking armor. Like I have to feed him.
DG, can you make it daytime again?
Daytime. Whoop.
Whee! Thank
Oh,
you.
it's raining now.
Good. Good. Is it raining men?
Let me see what it says.
Hallelujah.
It's a light rain, so it's white men.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna get us canceled.
That's what's. Don't blame me.
Mm-mm.
Very clearly.
So
You zoom in enough, you'll actually see little figures flying through.
And then, would it be possible on our journey, if we were undisturbed, I would like to cast Continual Flame each night on our items. So everyone can have a torch.
Let's go ahead and link it in the on
Yeah.
the side there.
Just to keep the crocodiles away.
Yeah.
Why do we get to pay 1 electrum?
What
On what?
1 rations, 1 electrum, and 1 silver.
the fuck?
I think that's just how that module works.
So many
If
more.
I remember right.
I got rid of the electrum pieces. What the hell?
Well, what the hell?
This is dumb. Whatever.
I just
buy
bought
it.
30, so
Oh.
we should be good.
As long as it works, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't think we've been here before.
sure you have.
Definitely been here before.
In this market, have we? Maybe once.
In fact, Bramble, you'd recognize one of them. I'm not gonna say who. It depends on how well you know your backstory.
What you boy?
Hold on, looking at the names. Why can I only see 2 of them pop up names? Come on.
Who do you see?
I see the girl I'm next to, Nala, and I see Pater, and I can't for some reason see the names on the bottom too. But
Well, what the hell? What did you do? Yeah, it says
Should be
it.
able to.
Yeah. So
Is it because they're hostile? Maybe?
shouldn't be. Shouldn't make a difference. But either way, you would. By the way, I think they're neutral.
I just changed them. Carry on.
But it'd be,
oh, I can see him. I see. Wait a second. Runs over to this man and embraces him in a hug immediately.
He hugs back.
Bramble.
Raynor,
Yes.
I thought you died. I thought those pirates ate you.
I don't think that the pirates would do that.
You look great. Are you okay? How'd you even get back?
What? Slowly? What are you? Huh. Everybody got booted. Isn't that awesome?
Yes. Slowly, very slowly. It took a long
Hold,
time.
hold on, hold on.
A very long time.
Hold
I'm
on.
just expounding. Gotta keep it.
Everybody
exciting.
disappeared.
Yeah. You disappeared from us.
Who knows?
It's my new spell. Don't
Guys,
worry
it's
about it.
never him. You know that. It's never him. It's always us.
It's a true statement. I am perfect.
That can't possibly be true.
That's the only thing that is known and true. Let's see here. Make sure everybody is where they need to be. Okay. I got everybody. Yeah,
Yay.
so I got you. Slowly? What pirates are you talking about?
We were on the ship together and we got taken.
What ship?
Are you okay? Do you not remember what happened?
I have always been here. I mean, aside from when I'm not here. And then I'm somewhere else.
Bramble, do you know this guy?
Bramble kind of takes a step back, kind of a little confused, and yeah, he was helped me set up my shop initially, and he invited me on his merchant ship to help me kind of get back on my feet, get back to exploring, and kind of refine myself. And I don't know what's going on with him. He still recognizes me, but
he has no recollection of what happened between you two on the boat.
no,
Hmm.
we obviously you guys found me trapped by those pirates and whatnot. He was there with us. He was there with me when we got taken.
I don't remember him, I don't think. Sir, do you remember being held captive by pirates? Name's Cliff, by the way. Sorry, I introduced myself first, of course. Courtesy.
Yes. I'm Rainier.
Rainier, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Rainier.
Oh, yes. A pleasure. No, I don't recall.
You don't recall.
Rainier, do you mind if I check your head? Like, do you think you got hit recently or something?
Oh, that may have happened. I do, life of a merchant.
Just give me 1 second, Bramble. 1 second. 1 second, Rainier. 1 second. Hey, Tim.
What?
Do you have... I don't have anything, but spell-wise, do you have anything that might be able to know somebody's thoughts?
No, that's pretty inappropriate. What the fuck?
Not if you ask.
Oh yeah, because the people who ask, do you have the mind reading spell, definitely go for the consensual cast. No, sadly.
Okay, relax here, buddy. All right, you were like dissecting bodies like a month ago, so
Yeah,
let's
they're
get
dead.
off the high horse. Take a step down. You don't have anything though, buddy?
No, I don't. I have a new skill set, but tends to be more utilitarian and aimed towards playing the market.
I don't want to know.
I learned a whole lot about sneaking around from that village, so I'm better at that kind of thing.
Miku, two things. A, can you move your camera down just a little bit? I can see your nose and upwards. It's a lovely nose, but I assume you wanted to see your whole face. Second, I'm going to say because of through, we'll say, a few sessions where you've, we'll say, taken flight, you got really good at trying to get away, which helped your sneaking.
Yes. I find it very appropriate that literally everything we've been doing in the last few sessions have been something that would logically increase Miku's roguish skills.
Of course.
Must be a bird thing.
Caca.
Cool.
I do have a bird sound on the soundboard. if you want it.
Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it.
I don't want to hear it.
I mean, I remember helping you set up your shop, but
Welcome
I don't remember getting on any boat.
But Rainier, it was your boat.
I don't have a boat.
How old are you, Raider?
Asking big questions.
I was definitely ready for that.
That was like a legit question. That wasn't like a fuck you DM question. That was a legit question.
I'm 24.
How old was he when you knew him, Brando?
The same. Last time I saw him was basically whenever I met you guys.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to see if there was like years he was missing. You know what I mean?
No, I just.
So the last thing you remember is setting up Mr. Bramble's here shop.
Mm-hmm. And then I got passage over here. But certainly not by my boat.
That's really fishy.
The boats usually are. There's fisher boats, fisherman boats.
That's like a crawdad with no hook. Mm-hmm.
Very popular profession in this world, fishing.
Well, slap my ass
What's
and
a
call
crawdad?
me a wildfire druid. God. Told you I can do
Yeah.
a perfect impression of you.
Yeah, Bramble. I think you should probably look into this. Or we can we got business to attend to, but you know,
I mean, I do want to figure this out without a doubt, but we do need to definitely report back to the council and
Right.
tell them what happened first.
maybe we can put this in as a side note. Maybe he's not the only one.
Rainier, how long are you going to be in shop here? Is this kind of your new location?
This is where I'm planning on permanently being. There's less fire here, but also my goods last longer.
Oh, there's less fire here. I guess you don't want me to come see you again. Okay.
No, I mean just please don't light my goods on fire.
Rainier, I've
He's
been
gotten
very
pretty
good
good
about
at
controlling where my fire goes. You know.
He's gotten pretty good with it.
Look, watch.
But-
Yes.
But okay. Goes to hug him one more time, and I will see you sometime here soon. And we'll figure out whatever is going on here. Something's up.
Also, anybody who wants to give me a history check can give me a history check.
Sure.
Okay, interesting.
Why the hell not?
It's a free roll. Do it.
I'll pass.
Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Sorry, Bramble. Unfortunately,
Same.
I just realized that you wouldn't know this history.
Oh, all good.
Sorry. New players, I forget.
Ah, you're
However, Nafir wouldn't know. Tim would know. Sorry.
Yay, Tim.
Yay, things.
Actually, it's best for him to do it. So there was a time when you were in an inn, one that had wibbly wobbly, timey wimey things going on. There was a automacart that had a name printed on it. Do you remember what that name was?
I do. Actually, no, I can't recall offhand.
So, I'm just going to say somebody helped you and take that 22 because reasons. But the name Peter Mendaci.
Okay. I was gonna guess. Well, if only I asked for someone's name. Well, hello there, fine sir.
Hey, what can I do for you?
I mean, I think it's always a question of what I can do for you.
You wouldn't
And
happen to have an infernal module, would you?
just ran out the other day, but I'll keep an eye out. Definitely keep an eye out.
I will say you notice that this individual looks to be of Wanti origin, but there is something slightly off on him. What you see on his, you see the space between his scales. It's almost like a fire, like almost like it's smoldering in between the scales. There's a device in his chest. And you can actually see his heart in it, but it almost looks surrounded in flame.
Is that a device? I'm not familiar with. I haven't seen anyone else that was practically catching on fire. And I'm assuming you're not a fire elemental of any kind.
No. So my wife over here, she, long story short, I don't like her father. Is Archduke of Avernus, first level, so nothing to be worried about. While I was trying to blow up some of his castle walls, I ended up finding this this infernal module, and I'd stored it into my chest. Might not have been the brightest idea, but you know, Artificer's heart can never be satisfied with.
How did you operate on yourself?
Oh, well, so we had a cleric in our party. She was a trickster cleric, but through a lot of pain and a lot of healing spells, I came out on top.
That sounds excruciating and very poorly planned.
The
But
ends
impressive.
justify the means.
Would you have any schematics for something like that?
No. This in and of itself is a prototype. That's why I'm looking for another infernal module.
So if I found it in front of module, it's something that could be recreated?
Maybe. I don't know if the angle would work right, but maybe. Remember, I was looking down at my chest versus working in front of me. It might be easier now that I think about it. I don't know.
You know, I heard someone else use the term engine before. It was in relation to this weird device that seemed to propel itself based on combustion. Reminds me of your heart a little bit. I think was it an automobile? Is that what it was called?
No. I once made an automacart.
Automacart.
It was based off the same kind of idea. So you make little fire explosions using alchemical fire. But it was cost prohibitive. It was a terrible prototype. Can you imagine? I mean, it only lasts for like so long. And those are expensive.
So it wouldn't have mattered if it was like destroyed or something, I assume, right?
It doesn't matter to me. Anything that doesn't, if it doesn't live up to my standards, then it's no. I mean, I usually turn it into something else. Oh, where'd you see it? Oh, I've seen it in a couple of years now.
At least a year. Uh, it was a very strange place. You know, like other dimensions, things like that, demi-planes. Um,
Demi-plane. Okay.
yeah, I mean,
If I remember the royal report correctly, you used it to escape a gambling den and then set it on fire.
Oh, can you write this
yeah,
place down? I'd love to. There's no goblin here. Not really.
You don't want to go in there.
I
If
can't.
you go in there, time gets weird, and you stay there for an hour, and it's been months.
see, on one side, that's terrifying if you have things you love, but if you have no attachments, you could advance into a modern age of technology in the blink of an eye.
If you want to know more about it, there is a imprisoned dwarf in the metallic kingdom in the keep. Might be a good source of information as well. If you find yourself there,
He has a name. It's Koyot.
So, do you have those schematics for that automat cart? Although inefficient, it's good for an emergency, I imagine, between locations.
I don't keep schematics. I just do.
You're terrible at what you do.
I assure you, I'm better than you.
That's a very low bar. You should expect better of yourself.
You're right. I should probably go get a shovel when I put the bar that low.
Thank you. Finally, you understand. Don't put yourself at my level.
Either way, can I offer you some of my wares? I made them all myself.
I might be intrigued, but I feel, oh, Kala would have loved you. You have all the things that I'm sure he would love. I never was the potion-y expert. I'm sure you heard of him. He was an amazing alchemist.
There's
We're going to take this kingdom.
There's only one person that I've heard of up in the capital, and it's a bitch who took my spot. The tiefling.
Which
woman.
one? Ow. Ow. I like you. I like you.
I tried to set up shop up there. I could brew around her all day.
I'm sure you could. You should go set up shop, start a competition and, have lower rates.
No, this is fine, because I'd have to find a spot for Nola there too, and, she's a bit of a pacifist.
So, did you hear about what happened just nearby? The attack?
Also, Cliff, yes. When you're in a merchant zone, you can absolutely break it up. I don't know anything about an attack.
Oh, it was a travesty. There was an attack by the chromatics and froze nearly half the town. Orphanage ended up actually exploding.
He looks over his shoulder towards the city, looks over his other shoulder towards the city. Doesn't seem to be anybody I know.
Oh, yeah, no. I doubt there are many people even that made it out.
People live in day every day. I can't worry about everyone.
That's lucky.
Pragmatic localism is the word you're looking for. I worry about me, and then I worry about Noah. Oh, that's about the extent. Oh, and then my cart, of course. And my cannon.
Oh, you have a cannon as well.
What do you mean as well?
Oh, I'll pull out the rough module of my inactive cannon. I decided to incorporate more of the natural vitality that comes from our blood and various bloods. And I wonder if I could find some troll's blood. You're an alchemist. Would you have any troll's blood?
What you see right now is all I've got. I mean, if you check back in a week or so, I'll have gone and gotten some more. Maybe I'll have it then.
I will have to do that. No, now, why didn't I think of this before?
I don't know. By the way, you should really work on your that. And he quotes, does air quotes, cannon. It looks like you made it out of like an elk's hide or something.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. That's part of it. It was part of the original build. I've built upon it since then, and actually incorporated various tougher skins. The kobold skins, they're pretty nice ones. I wouldn't mind trying some dragon skins at some point. I don't think they like that around here very much.
Well, if you get some dragon supplies, I'll buy them off you.
It'd have to be quite a good price. I would love to tinker with the skins myself. Other
Fang, blood, scale, whatever. There's nothing I can't really make. Assuming, yeah, pretty. No, I'm gonna stick with that.
Oh, then would you be able to make a silver sickle, a silver moon sickle?
I don't have any silver on me, but I certainly could. Just a little bit of blacksmithing. Easy.
And could you, from there, make it a moon touch sickle?
I don't have the ingredients for it. Again, I could if you had the ingredients for it.
Well, theoretically, if you could, what would those ingredients be?
Oh, well, it's a very natural thing. So I would need a piece of moonlight captured in a glass vial. And then I would also need the footfalls of a cat.
What fairy tale bullshit is this? Are you fucking with me?
No.
I'm very gullible.
No, I'd give you something outlandish if I thought you were gullible.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you think about it, footsteps of a cat. I mean,
The footfalls of a cat.
footfalls.
Very
Of course.
different.
That's why it seemed ridiculous.
And just some moonlight in a vial.
Yep, piece of moonlight in a vial. All right. I have an idea for that. Thank you. Very enlightening. The other one's a little trickier.
I am truly impressed with both of your abilities to speak multiple languages. I didn't understand any of that.
Oh,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I can speak a bunch of languages.
Clearly.
Well, I can speak Infernal. Well, I can speak Abyssal.
And whatever you were just speaking with Tim.
Common, yes. I can speak that too.
No, I can speak that. That clearly wasn't that. It was a bunch of gibberish.
No, I don't speak gibberish. That's too hard on the tongue. And as he's talking, you notice that his tongue is actually silver.
You silver tongue devil.
Wait, how does it move like that? That looks like mercury. That's poison.
So let's say it was when I was in school. I made a deal with somebody, and she took my tongue. She gave me this to replace it. Long story. But yes.
You've gotten yourself into some very questionable situations.
I thought it was another gift from his father-in-law.
No, almost my mother-in-law. Not quite. Same area. No, and innovation. If you put yourself with limits, then of course you're gonna sit there and, have all your limbs.
I'm happily testing other people's limbs.
Yeah, definitely test on other people. Testing on yourself, it comes with risks. Like, I get heartburn.
Tim doesn't do well with upset stomach. No one would like that.
No, I mean, I literally get heartburn.
Is there like,
It's a joke because your heart's on fire.
Hey,
oh,
you got it.
yeah, Joe. Ha.
Fucking assholes.
It's a good thing he said something.
I wondered why I got quiet all of a sudden. We lost Tim.
First time I've had that happen. That's interesting.
It could be my connection. I'm getting a lot of notifications on Foundry as well, saying, "Hey, you're not connected. Oh, you're reconnected." I don't know. I reset all my shit. I blamed him.
I like that idea.
When in doubt.
When in doubt. But yes, you've got Rainier, you've got Nala, you've got Pater, you've got Bathan. Feel free to talk to any of them. Continue to talking to Pater. Do whatever you want. Or you guys can head out. I mean,
You can
Flip
gotta
art.
see what.
yes?
Hello there. Just wanted to strike up a chat with you. Things have been crazy recently. Had to deal with a lot, and I figured that maybe if I talked to people, I would feel a little bit normal.
Okay. And she puts a hand on your shoulder. There?
I'm gonna say that laugh is in character. Just, I guess, tell me about yourself. It's weird. It's weird.
I mean, I don't mind chatting, but customers,
That's fair. It's fair. Never mind.
time, money, time. She doesn't seem like she's being like she's trying to be rude. She's just seems very awkward talking to people.
Relatable.
Cliff, I bought a crossbow. Maybe I won't be useless next time we fight something that flies.
But did you buy bolts?
I didn't find a crossbow.
God damn it. Man, DG, that's getting old.
Yep. He was just saying how he bought a crossbow. Him and Cliff were having a moment.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard that much.
I wasn't sure if the chat did the.
Do you want to do like a reset real fast?
Don't
No.
take it from the top.
No.
Take it back now, y'all.
I reset everything already. If it's not, it's probably just the system itself. So I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll probably have that happen throughout the night. That's fine.
How many bolts did you get?
I think 20 is good for now.
I think you should get like 20 more. We've been in some real long fights.
It's not untrue. Suppose I could get some more.
But yeah, Miku, if you wanted to like just talk to somebody, like that's usually what you go to bars to do. You know, bartenders are standing therapists, so
That is definitely true.
I don't think talking to somebody who's trying to work and make money is the real best option.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Somebody's coming in.
Oh no. Also, you guys are in Lawn, so that tavern is still here.
Is that the one we put a bunch of shit in front of the door?
No, that's the one that had Gertha.
Oh, yeah, Nafir, you want to go back and see Gertha? Or Timmy, do you want to go see Gertha?
I do.
No.
I'll come with you. That's a sight for sore eyes.
Let me get these bolts, and then we're doing that.
Tim does look like he needs another hug.
Tim always needs a hug. I think it makes him feel better.
I think it
Well,
does.
if Tim needs a hug, I'll go right over to him.
He does need a hug, Bramble.
Yes. Unprovoked.
Tim,
Good
I've
one.
told you need a hug. Immediately grabs from behind.
I will allow you to react and do an acrobatics check against his strength, if you'd like.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Yep.
Shouldn't be too hard. Bramble's not that strong for how big he is.
Don't touch me.
Like a cat, he's crawling on the ground. He goes between Rainier's legs. Like it's a whole thing.
He's just afraid of his own feelings.
Don't
He
worry,
really
Tim.
does want the hug.
I'll get you sooner or later. Don't worry.
I'm gonna lock everything you own so none of you can access your stuff.
You notice, Cliff, he didn't immediately become violent. He's growing as a person.
That is true. That is true, Nafir. I think it was on the cusp though. That was pretty close, I think.
It was. It was.
What did I miss? Sorry, I was talking with staff.
Hugs.
Bramble tried to
Just
give
hugs.
Tim a hug, and Tim yeeted and skeeted between Rainier's legs.
Tim
get away
sure
from
did
him.
skeet it all over the place.
Is there
So-
a church here?
I thought we were going to the tavern.
We're going to tavern. I just got to make a quick pit stop. I'm gonna go to tavern.
I
It's
don't
never
have.
quick when you go to church, Cliff.
There would be a small one here,
Fair.
ran by the Golden Dragons. I don't have a map for that for this town.
It's all right. If you guys want to go to the tavern, I can pop over there real quick. I just got questions I gotta ask.
All right, Cliff. Good luck.
Up to you. If you guys want to come, that's fine too.
No,
I'm not hiding nothing.
I'll go
I'll
with
come
you.
with you, Cliff.
I'll go with you. You're going through something very emotional now. Feel like you need support and may need additional support after you go to the church if nothing happens.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'll come with you for similar reasons, Cliff. I know what it feels like to depend on the love of a god, so I can't imagine how bad it must feel to not be able to hear her. So I really hope I'll come here and help if you can get the help you need, and I guess I'll comfort you if you can't.
Bramble will give you a hug.
Yeah, the hug is fine. The whole empathy thing. Slow down, Miku. Slow down.
What's
Slow
wrong with
down.
empathy?
Slow down. I'm just kidding, Miku. I'm just kidding. You know I like
Only
you.
one emotional person at a time.
Yeah. And we're still dealing with Tim.
Got to deal with Tim's emotions.
Oh yeah. Before we leave, Miku just pinches him, just to give him what he wants.
I thought she was going to call him the Jester.
You pinch me?
No, she's pinching Tim
Oh.
because
Don't your talons do
because he
1d4 damage?
she's not trying to inflict
Oh god, I'm
damage
dead.
Goddamn wizards.
wizard, but I don't think you're that wizard.
Wizard didn't get
How
it out
you
of
know?
sleep. He died. Yeah. if we want to wrap things up in the market first, I don't know if you guys have anyone else you want to talk to, or talk amongst yourselves before we head over to said church, Theater of the Mind style.
Yes, sir.
Would say ye group.
Ramble's
Theater.
good.
I will say
There you
Bathan
go.
looks awfully similar to you there, but without being a Goliath. There, Nafir.
Do what now?
I said, Bathan here gives off the same kind of energy you do.
I already bought a crossbow from him.
He's a very strong silent type, though. So
Yeah, seems appropriate.
I bought a boomerang from him.
he too has wings.
Bramble, that is something we're gonna want to check up on, though. That's weird.
Hey,
Your whole
Miku,
buddy not remembering, that's weird.
Miku, that one's
Oh,
got
yes,
wings. It doesn't look like a bird. Can it fly?
I'll ask. So you can fly too, huh? I don't think you're an Aarakocra.
Did the wings give it away?
Oh, you are an Aarakocra?
No. You asked me if I could fly.
Oh. Okay, well, what are you then?
Not everything with wings can fly. Where I came from, there were these little birds that hung out on ice, couldn't fly. They were the cutest thing ever.
Ah,
That's
I think there's a couple of those in zoos.
I think they were called penguins.
ping.
Yeah, that feels right.
Dang.
But anyway, hope it's not too rude to ask what you are, sir.
Oh, I thought you were insinuating I was this penguin creature.
No.
You don't look like a penguin to me. They were much smaller.
I am an
Miku, you
ASMR.
might just want to like phrase it a little bit better than just like what are you? Like, let's just phrase it a little better.
What are you made of, boy?
Ah. Okay. In real life, you don't really have to ask someone what race they are. I mean, you can, but like, it's a different kind of question. How would you politely bring this up?
Well, sir, I quite admire the armor that you crafted for yourself. I couldn't help but notice the wings on your back. I was kind of curious what your hometown's like. What's your background? Like that, Meek.
Okay.
I am of celestial blood.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Angels, huh?
Not
And in Celestial,
white.
I will say to him, well, I appreciate the crossbow. Hopefully it makes me less useless against flying things.
You should have wings, he responds in celestial.
I'm afraid my muscles are much too dense for flight.
I will respond in Celestial. Oh, are we doing this?
Oh, you speak it too?
I do speak Celestial. Yes, sir.
That's good times.
We can talk all the shit about Tim now.
Yeah. Talk about how much progress he's making.
I didn't even mean to ask you if you spoke Celestial. Nafir? I should have asked that. We can have all kinds of conversations now. They don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
And all you
We can
guys
be like the Rude
hear
River.
from this is womp 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 womp.
Question. For you. I'm sorry. What was your name, sir?
Bathan.
Ethan. Cliff. Pleasure to meet you.
Hmm.
Do you follow any god, anything like that?
He does. Give me a
I
second.
didn't mean to jump in on you and Nafir. I apologize.
He does. Give me 1 second. I pulled him
I
over.
just had something pop in my head. I figured to get out of the way.
I pulled him over from one of my old campaigns, so I need to
I
actually look him up.
apologize in Celestial.
I apologize in celestial.
For those of you
He
that don't
says in-
speak Celestial, he's looking up what god he follows.
I am.
He doesn't remember at the moment, which is
His
akin to how I am religiously. You know, I
his
get my
eyes
powers
roll
from
back
my.
into the back of his skull. Just thinking, oh.
Actually, he doesn't follow a god.
He doesn't. Oh, okay.
he
All right.
is
Sorry, Nafir.
God.
Go ahead. Sorry, Nafir. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I was just saying. I have a god. That's not where I derive my power from.
It's a bit complicated. Ilmater does give me his powers, but it's not as direct as a cleric's powers at all.
Miku, you speak Celestial too?
Oh, sorry.
We all took this one language. We never fucking mentioned it.
I was really hoping, just like, oh,
It would be
Everybody has it.
but no.
You're a bird. You don't speak celestial. God. Is there a reason
Alright.
why you asked about my god, or lack thereof?
Yes. I'm sorry. Basin. I have recently not lost contact with mine, but she has been cut off from me not by her choice. And I was wondering if you had followed a god, maybe the same thing had happened to you. I'm on my way to the church right now to ask questions, but I don't know if you've heard anything like that before.
No, I quit following gods years ago.
Oh, well, can I tell you about Sune real fast?
No.
All right.
I was inquiring and participated in this conversation because a higher power recently told me that I needed to do a better job of making friends with people that weren't in this small group that I hang out with.
Neat.
Yeah. All right. To the church and then the bar.
Yeah. So like I said, I don't really have one for this town. Cause fuck you, that's why. Yeah. Say about 15-minute walk. You make it to. It's definitely smaller than a smaller temple than what you would see in the capital. It's still fairly large. Yeah. Think an elementary school size versus a college level size.
Do I see any sigils on the outside that might give a hint to what this church worships? Any
Platinum
particular
dragons.
or
Well,
platinum
a
dragons.
platinum dragon and a bunch of, they are made of gold, but you could call them yellow
Just like
birds.
little sculptures of dragons all around and shit.
The canaries.
Yellow birds. I did
Okay.
not say that, Miku.
Yeah.
You don't
is
put
there
words in
other
my
types
mouth.
of yellow birds?
It's fucking yellow birds.
I would have guessed canary, but
It's
yellow
Yeah. I'm walking real
Western
fast.
meadowlark.
What about a
lots of yellow
goldfinch?
birds.
You ever think of goldfinch?
Yeah,
No,
they're
you only think about
goldfinches,
yourself.
Miku. Little yellow birds and a platinum dragon. Adorning.
Yes, of course. What would you like to do, Cliff?
I'll just walk in real fast. See if I can spot a priest or anybody.
You see an older gentleman dressed in golden robes, just like you saw in the Capitol.
Oh, this is morning, right? Let me see.
Noonish.
Noon-ish. Oh, a good afternoon.
Yes. What can I do?
My
for
name
you?
is Cliff. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Cliff. I had a question that I thought you might be able to help me with. I follow Sune. I don't know if you've heard of Sune or her many amazing teachings. You should really look her up. She's really fantastic.
She's a humanoid goddess, correct?
Yes, I understand that you worship the platinum dragons. That's cool.
Mm,
Never too bad to have like a little backup plan.
I'm vaguely familiar with all the gods. I couldn't tell you details.
All right.
of all
Okay.
the gods.
I've recently lost contact. Is kind of the right word, but not really the right word. I was talking to her after a very traumatic event the past couple weeks, and she was cut off from me by not by her choice. It seemed as though somebody did not want her to speak to me and said that that was enough out of her. I don't know if you've heard anything like this happening before.
Well, if you are without a god, could I interest you in the Platinum Dragon, Bahamut?
Oh, send me a pamphlet. Send it to my Bastion. It's up. It's up there. I'll give me details. I'll read about it. I'll let you know.
Who at your bastion would receive such a pamphlet?
He doesn't need to know that.
Interesting.
It's just nailed to the fucking door.
Kind of actually what I figured would happen.
So I strapped it to a rock and threw it through the window.
The left bedroom or the right bedroom? Just out of curiosity.
Left nut or right nut? Hard to
I
say.
think me and the fear in the right nut. I'm pretty sure.
You guys are gonna have to figure something out. You got an extra person.
Actually, I don't think the fear's been to the Bastion yet.
Nope.
There's
No.
Koya that I was rooming with.
No, you, Miku, and Tim have all been to the Bastion. Nafir and Bramble are hearing it for the first time. I would assume.
Sounds like you got your own room, fam.
No, I have. If you're not interested in the Platinum Dragon, Bahamut, to answer your question, no, I have never heard of a god, goddess, or otherwise being silenced. Unless it would make sense if a greater god silenced a lesser god, or a demigod.
Do you have any books on the greater gods of this this world? Maybe they didn't like that person having power here, and maybe they tried to shut them down.
You'd have a better chance at the Capitol Library. We don't.
Oh, the Capitol Library. Okay.
But I do have this, and he holds out this sheet. This what the hell is it? It's not
Scrolled in his
paper.
hands.
It's not paper.
Scroll.
Not a scroll.
Ah.
Not paper. That's material. Scroll is how you do it.
Oh,
Parchment.
I know what you're talking about.
Parchment.
Parchment. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hands you a piece of parchment, and it's got a platinum dragon on it and a bunch of yellow birds. Says Bahamut on it. Here, you may take one of these.
Oh, what is it? Let me see.
And it's just talking about Lord Bahamut and all of his glory and how he is a merciful dragon god.
Oh. This is very. Do you have anything more, or this just kind of the welcome parchment you give?
That's to wet the palates.
With the palette, yes.
We discuss in ceremony here.
Okay, I will read this and I will get back to you. I promise. I'm a cleric and the genasi of my word. Promise you.
If you can't find your goddess, you're welcome to our religion.
Right. Okay. In other words, in a different sense, I'm looking to set up kind of like a what's the best word for it? What's the best word for that thing I was trying to set up in the Capitol? What's the best word for it?
A refugee camp?
A charity,
Brothel.
Charity?
Pyramid scheme.
A cult.
soup kitchen.
Brothel.
A charity of sorts for people who say they were captured by pirates. They come back, they have no money, they have nowhere to go, no jobs. I'm trying to set up something in the Capitol. It's going to help them. Be
It's
run and
awfully
funded by
specific.
me and my friends. Well, I mean, that's just one instance. It's kind of what started the whole thing. We rescued a bunch of slaves and freed them. They had nothing to do, nowhere to go. So we gave them money and find them some jobs. I was wondering if you would like to sponsor it. You don't have to answer now, but we will give you credit. Your name will be on the building.
You get a brick.
You get a brick.
Get a brick with your
That'd be
name on
kinda
it.
neat, actually.
We can give you a sign if you want.
Yes, I would have to discuss this further.
Oh, of course, of course.
I would need at least a week. Many of our priests and priestess are out.
Okay,
Right
yeah,
now.
yeah, no problem. Yeah. It's just in the very foundation part of making the charity, so there's time.
I mean, don't be so modest. We've already had so many donations from other churches and foundations, but we understand there's smaller churches. You don't want to overextend your reach.
You do understand.
Slick.
Yes, the capital, the church at the capital temple has boasted their support as well. If that helps negotiations within your church.
It's not a matter of want or don't want. It's that this is a decision that needs to be made by the majority. Unlike the capital, we do not have an oracle here who makes decisions.
True, and by no means do you have to donate money. If you don't have the extra funds, please use it for worship and things like that. Maybe, maybe we could set up jobs through here for people. You know, something like that.
Seems like a reasonable plan.
May I ask how decisions are made around here?
Well, that depends. If you're talking about the church specifically, we do it by majority vote.
What about the town itself?
There's a mayor.
Okay. So representative government.
Yes.
Some districts got that back in Gale, though it was mostly a lordship fiefdom. I think is the name of that political system. Out of character. Mika knows what the name of her own system is.
Of course, of course. Is there anything I can help you with? Outside of that, perhaps you would like to rest a moment, get off your feet, rest in the pews, bask in the glory that is Bahamut.
Well, actually, you might be the right person to ask. You seem charged, but due to recent events, how's the hatchery here?
I'm not sure what it is that you mean.
I'm gonna try and tell if he's lying.
Okay, let me find a good representative for him. But yeah, go. You can do an insight.
Scene doesn't know. Okay. Well, no, we're good.
No, hey, let me see what this even is before we decide. I hate the way they have this set up. Man, it seems very genuine.
Never mind, I guess.
But as I said, you're welcome to. Around 1, a breeze blows through here every day. And if you sit in the middle, the sun will radiate upon your body, and you feel warmth and the cool breeze blow across your body.
Does sound a little nice, but religiously speaking, I am spoken for.
I'm sorry, you're not my type.
What? I said religiously speaking.
What is your type?
Dragons.
I made that happen.
And by dragons, I mean nobody. Because I'm a priest.
I don't
Alright.
understand what that has to do with anything.
He's a priest, Miku. He doesn't partake in.
He's celibate.
He's celibate. Thank you, Bramble.
Okay, that's just not a thing on Gale.
yeah, from my limited reading, reading of other religions, there seems to be quite a promiscuous activity between some of them. It's quite a read.
I'm sure there is. Uh, th- there are people who are into monsters too. Uh,
Why'd you bring that up?
no
That was just
specific
like
reason.
that was like at the top of your head.
Okay. I thank you very much for your information and for your help. I'm going to remove this now. Please, all the best of luck with your church. Blessed be you by the power of Sune and the Platinum Dragon.
Wait.
And may you
Does
enjoy.
this guy fuck monsters?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh,
Stepdaddy, what'd you say? Oh, I heard you, Tim.
I think,
okay.
I think he was insinuating that you're the monster, but I mean, however you want to take it.
You're a monster.
Oh, we can go over that in a different forum.
And may Bahamut smile upon you, and may the 7 canaries guide you.
Thank you. Walk out. I'm gonna soon to get out. I need to fucking drink.
Drinking sounds fun.
I could use a bath.
You need to fucking
Oh.
drink. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that meeting gave me an idea for your program for the people back at the Capitol.
Tim, you're like this close to not being involved. Like this close.
That's about as close as I need to be. Ah.
What was your idea?
welcome. I remember
first,
you.
You are a very lovely lady.
You're
No,
like a
thank you.
baby.
Don't touch me.
It's a baby that wants a hug.
I'm going to ruin all of you.
And I have returned for your incredible bathing skills and anything else you might be interested in.
Good, I use rocks.
We can go get some of those for sure.
Do you want a drink? For bath? Loosens up the muscles.
I'll take a bath drink. Yeah. I'll drink it while in the bath.
Goes up to the individual. Does anybody else want a drink?
I think you're going to take most of your drink.
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
Anybody want food?
Food, please. Yes.
Sure.
Yes, please.
She'll takes a couple of minutes, but she comes back. There's 5 drinks on her tray, and just like in the picture, they have this weird smoke coming off of them. Here.
What's with the smoke? It's not even steam.
Just drink it, Miku.
A strong drink. It'll put hair on your chest.
The best kind of drink.
So Miku takes a big sip.
And you feel hair grow on your chest.
Sure.
For the first
This
time.
is very, very distressing to Miku.
No, actually, give me a Constitution saving throw. 2 of them, actually.
I like a bird with a hairy chest.
Easy.
First one's a DC 15.
Okay.
You're able to get past the. This is very strong, like liquor. Like this is something a dwarf would drink and would put them on their ass, kind of thing. But you're able to resist it. Give me one more Constitution saving throw. This one's a DC 15 as well. You really do grow hair on your chest.
So yes, Miku is sober, but sober enough to be highly distressed by the fact that she is growing hair, despite that feeling anatomically impossible.
You guys want some drinks too? She starts setting the drinks down.
Yeah, sure.
Bramble slowly pushes his towards Tim or Cliff or anybody who's closest to him.
And I will pound mine.
Whoever drinks will give me a Constitution saving throw. If you are, if you have poison resistance or something about the poison condition, let me know now. If you don't,
Before you take a drink, and Tim will pour out a little bit onto the table, and then try and ignite it.
it goes up very quickly.
Oh my!
Don't burn my table.
Don't try to burn our esophagus.
Oh, you're just throwing a temper tantrum. What do you need?
Yeah, I think he needs another hug. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh no!
Come here, little man.
I have to show Cliff our lovely new prospect for our charity.
Go
Is it
ahead.
called
Give me an
Hugs from
acrobatics.
Bertha?
Oh,
Nice.
Cliff, let me. The best way. Can I see your staff real quick?
You have to ask again. He disappeared.
Oh, the best way I can show you what they can do. I'll need your staff real quick. It's like a detailing service.
can I get an acrobatics from you
My staff?
or athletics?
I'm not giving you my staff.
Is this
Okay,
a euphemism?
Fine, your talisman. You've always wanted me to love Sune.
Tim, I'm not giving you your greasy hands anything that I need.
I bathed last month. Thank you.
Tim, I don't trust you with anything that I have. Especially right now. I cannot mess up anything.
Okay.
You chose the wrong object.
I thought you were all about trust and growing as a person, but I see.
Dirt man, you said little man needs a bath.
Tim, maybe in a different area, but we're in the place where you said that you would get me back.
That's like every day, everywhere. We'll never get to see this product.
I can give you that pretty scimitar.
Yes, Gertha, he needs a bath.
What pretty scimitar?
The captain one. I'll pull it out. This one.
Oh, that is pretty. But no, it doesn't work on bladed weapons.
You were
Also-
gonna break it, weren't you?
Nafir,
Oh no.
you will. You're a little tipsy. Same with Cliff. Or the two of you took that drink like a champ. Unfortunately, it championed you.
Straight to the head.
Straight to the dome. You didn't eat today. You were a little dehydrated. Just real quick absorption rate.
I think I'm limber and loose for that bath. If Tim wants to come too.
We could put you both in the same tub.
Yeah. I think Tim would like that.
It'd be like a soup.
Oh.
You want your meat?
No.
I would like more meat.
Yeah,
I'll
my
take
meat.
you up on another
I need
night.
my meat.
No.
She'll come
I
back.
would like that very much.
Again, she gives you these fucking pieces of meat that you see in cartoons, some shit you'd see from the Flintstones. Here. It'll make you grow big and strong. She gives
Bigger and
she'll
bigger and
give
stronger
one
than I
extra
already
one.
am.
She'll give one extra one to Tim. Here you
Oh,
go,
Tim,
little man.
Tim, I think
But
she
you
liked
like my petite form.
Yeah, but if I make you big, you can't run from me. I mean, bath.
I'll take another drink.
But no, I would never break your staff, and I wouldn't ruin its function.
She'll give you another drink.
Tim, I am incredibly jealous, but you should definitely take advantage of this situation that is in front of you.
That
I
first.
definitely should not. I play for a different team. Thank you.
Well, just imagine it's Nefir.
She kind of looks like the other team.
I don't think I could be with someone that's not nearly toxic enough.
I don't think she's gonna be with you, Tim. I don't think that's how the bath works.
No, just like Nefir's not toxic enough. He wouldn't ruin my life and leave me distraught. I
Tim,
can't
I'm
do
pretty
that.
sure she might. She
I don't
might
know.
be
She might.
exactly
But then
the kind of woman you want.
Then I wouldn't be imagining it's Nefir.
Do you want like emotionally distraught, or you want like physically distraught? 'Cause I'm
I
pretty
think-
sure she can do the physical one.
I think
need
you would be
both.
more successful if you imagined your dwarf friend.
Well, obviously that's why we're gonna save him, because he's gonna be my husbando.
We've figured it out.
The power
Tim's got a
dwarf.
type.
This barmaid comes up and she has more drinks on her tray, but she's not making eye contact. She's just looking at the tray and kind of like holding it out to you guys.
Is everything all right?
She can't talk. She has no tongue.
Oh, little one, you should go visit the apothecary in the market. He may be able to give you a silver one.
She doesn't look you in the eye. She just keeps looking at the tray.
Nothing to be ashamed of or scared of in this group. They're all very well behaved. Unless it comes to Gertha.
Well,
She's
this
still
wasn't
creeping
how I
over Tim's
wanted.
shoulder.
I like how you
Wanted
guys
to
just sat
show-
at the table with this woman.
Oh, pardon me. Are you okay if we sit with you?
I guess so. It's not like there's other tables that are available.
We'll buy you around.
Oh, we're already sit down as I push my drink that I didn't drink towards her.
You see her slam it.
Oh shit, mommy.
I think Cliff has a type too.
Cliff, would you like to swap seats?
Well, let me just.
Yeah, I got you. No problem.
How toxic is the woman? That's the scale we're rating on.
Oh, we all date terribly. That's our group thing. Love it.
What's our group name? Bad choices.
Bad habits.
Is Miku gone? Oh, I'm gonna play her voice.
So I didn't want to show you this way, but that's fine. And I will take out 2 ball bearings, and I will begin to cast. And upon completion for each of these, I will also be taking a D10 of damage.
Okay. So you got a couple of balls in your hand. You're about to take some damage. Got it.
Exactly. And then upon the completion of this, you'll see 2 for each one that completes. At the very end, you'll hear me mutter, yes, and then a mouth appears on it. The second one, no, and a mouth appears on it. And as I do, I wipe some blood from my nose, and I'll walk these 2 marbles, or these 2 ball bearings, to the girl with no tongue. And if you press this twice, it will activate, and it will say no. And if you press this twice, it will say yes.
She's still holding the tray, but do you put them on the tray for her?
I'll put them on the tray and then skitter away.
That's like the nicest thing I've ever seen Tim do. Jesus Christ.
It's called
Make sure
guerrilla
you take those
marketing, and everyone's gonna wonder where she got those things.
How long does it
Here
last?
is-
It's indefinite until
Indefinite.
dispelled.
Nafir is frantically and very obviously trying to get Cliff's attention and like motion to Tim. He does the nice thing.
It never happened. You saw nothing.
Oh, we saw everything, baby.
I saw you be a good person.
It was
Oh, look
guerrilla
at
marketing
that.
and nothing nice.
I saw you be nice to a stranger.
You're nice to a stranger.
I love strangers.
God damn it.
Almost as much as I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Is that character development I smell?
Gross, no.
Or a really strong drink. One of the two.
I'll have one more here and one more for the lady over here.
There's a couple still left on this barmaid's tray. She passes them out.
I'm sorry. We came to your table. I didn't get your name.
The drink got you the table.
What does this drink do?
That'll get you my name.
What is thy name?
I'm Laverne.
Laverne. All right. Now down mine.
She doesn't break eye contact
What?
and just slams hers. If you could give me another Constitution saving throw.
What did I miss in the past 5 minutes?
Your hair has
Nothing.
grown to such extraordinary lengths that it is tripping up the people around. No.
My hair? I don't have hair.
No, the hair growing off of Miku. No. So this barmaid has come up.
Nice.
Tim was very nice and gave this woman with no tongue 2 ball bearings that can now do magic mouth. Each one of them does yes, and one of them does no. So that she can converse with people.
Now that you have a way to communicate,
So,
do you need help? Are you good?
You asked 2 questions. She's confused.
Okay. Are you good?
She taps the yes,
That's all I needed.
and it sounds like Tim's voice.
Yes.
Quite.
His voice and tone.
Why do I imagine that like
No, I knew it was a little
Tim's
girl.
voice in game would be like a perfect Matt Berry?
No,
However you said it when you recorded it,
Yes.
exactly how it sounds.
exactly. So I would have tried to sound
Wow.
as much like a little girl as a elderly, squeaky man. Just... Yes. No.
It's going to remind me of Tim every time I hear it.
so
Beth.
the red-haired girl is mute, and we're giving her communication devices. That's what's happening.
The elf girl here.
Okay.
She has no tongue.
Hmm.
So Laverne is
Yeah.
is a beautiful name.
I'm aware.
Gorgeous. Very fitting.
I have a mirror. I'm
I say
aware.
so myself.
Are you trying to riz her up?
Yes.
Bitch, Sune who?
Hey man. It's all about the love and Sune.
Necromancer? Never heard of her.
Oh, I can't wait till she comes back.
We don't even have a bard in the group. You're the bard.
I guess it kind of is fitting that a cleric to the god of beauty is our bard at home.
Nafir, do you have a crest, by the way?
I have.
And Cliff, give me a persuasion
I have
check.
a holy symbol.
We'll see how warm she is towards you.
Gross, but that'll work.
I have a holy symbol. It is the symbol of Torm.
Mhm.
It is not my focus.
She doesn't immediately discount you.
Okay.
I refuse to draw the focus for Sune, so I will. May I borrow your focus, your symbol of Torm?
Yeah. I will provide Tim the holy trinket that I carry, the holy symbol that I carry.
Cliff, I was gonna 100% fuck with you, but I didn't get to, so I'm gonna tell you the real product.
All right.
And from my pocket, what I'll pull is from the continual flames I had been preparing over the week in our travel. I pull out a stick of chalk that is now brightly glowing and draw, carefully etch as best as I can in a mechanical format the symbol of Torm using the chalk into the table. And if it works as I hope and think it may, I hopefully have a somewhat glowing symbol drawn into the table now. They might get mad at us. Of Torm.
I mean,
But-
I think it would be reasonable that a continual flame on some chalk would leave something glowing behind. Yes.
So if we provide signs, as you had mentioned, we could make them a sign. It would be lit continuously. They'd be able to advertise. We could even possibly prepare these for cities and transits and travelers at night that would have direction on where to go. This is something that the people that you find and need to hire could prepare for whatever city or town, so long as they have at least one caster on hand to prepare them.
Oh, we lost Meeke.
She just got back.
And now I'm back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Miku's back.
Well, don't stop. Tell a friend.
I don't know what she's into. Tell some men? Tell some women? I don't know. That's alright, we'll get canceled. It's fine. I already get a lot
I
of
believe
copyright notifications. Mostly because of my shit. No joke. It on Facebook they muted one of my videos. The whole thing. Oh well. It's okay. People don't come here to hear us act. They come here to see how sexy we are. All right. So, there has been a lot going on. So, if we could, we're going to catch up a little bit. We're going to go back to Cliff real quick, and then I'm going to circle back around. Cliff, you were talking to Laverne.
Laverne, here. I'm just gonna put it on the table for you. All right.
I wouldn't recommend that.
No. Sorry, figurative. Very funny though.
Yeah, don't put that.
I
thing on
just
the
got
table.
out of a long ass bottle. Almost fucking died. I don't know you. You don't know me. Let's just see where the night takes us. Let's have some drinks, have some fun. What do you say?
Give me a persuasion. But I'm going to roll a persuasion for her. Or actually, I'm going to roll intimidation. If you don't roll higher than her, she is going to glare you down.
Okay, gotcha. Which rightfully she should.
She actually looks intrigued by your offer.
All right. Well, drinks are on me then, Laverne.
You're gonna get so pegged.
Hey, you thought you were the top? No.
Love is a spectrum, PG. Love is a spectrum.
No, be careful, Cliff. You don't want to expend yourself too much before we get back to the city. You'll probably have to rub your hands all over that other man.
Shh, Daddy's working.
Cliff, your cheeks are about to look like a spectrum. Yeah. You guys have a couple of drinks and head off. I want a performance check, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, no modifiers.
This determines on who's getting the rod.
Does Cliff happen to have a tail, by the way?
He does not have a tail.
Damn it. I'm not
No
interested.
fucking cloaca.
She doesn't have a cloaca, but she has something better.
She
Something
can definitely lead. She can definitely lead.
Oh, she's gonna lead all right. Give me a Constitution saving throw. It's going to be a DC 16. Good. You were able to withstand the whips, the chains, the wax, and everything else that she tried throwing at you. You will not take a level of exhaustion.
Just a side note, because I'll probably be done after this for a little bit. In the morning, I will leave her a Sune pamphlet.
You will also
God,
be quite
I
bruised.
was calling out you last night.
He will be heavily bruised, and I want all of you to be this is very visual.
Who had the room next to him?
Well, let's see here. I'm going to roll a d4. It's going to be... Well, it's not Miku.
Nice.
Yes.
Miku, you...
next to him.
Yeah, you
Goofy.
you hear some carnal sounds. You're not sure what kind of zoo is next door, but... and every once in a while, you hear Cliff scream for help.
No, I saved. Come on.
That's why you didn't take the exhaustion. Yes. Bramble, what do you do?
Gertha, Nafir has been talking up your baths ever since we left, and I would like one.
Oh, yes. I have one bath. You'll have to share.
Let's do it.
Am I sharing with you or Nafir or?
The tall one.
Oh, okay.
You can't tell because they're the same height.
Bramble, I'll tell you this because you have yet to slight me. You can't unsee what you'll see if you go this route.
And it's worth every mental picture.
Your body will be brittle. Your soul will be bruised.
I have gentle hands.
No, you do not.
No complaints if you're unconscious.
Oh, that's the best part.
She holds out her hand towards you two and directs you towards the back, outside
And the fear is
of the
enthusiastic about it.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to need each of you to give me a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Oh, I failed again.
Oh, I failed even worse.
Gertha went hard.
Man, we lost. We lost Miku again. Miku just hates us.
Can you not hear me?
We got you.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just dicking with you.
Yeah, there was just a little bit.
Yeah. She takes you out back, and she pulls out a rock. Doesn't look like there's anything special from it. Just something she picked up off the side of the road, and she starts scrubbing you guys down. Each of you takes 6 damage.
Eagerly.
She's thorough, though. I mean, we're talking chest, ass, giblets, everything with this rock. Just really in there. You feel exfoliated.
It's the most exfoliated my tank has been since my last bath.
Any hairs you gain from the drinks are now smooth.
Yeah, they're no longer there. By the way, each drink was 5 silver, so however many drinks you had, go ahead and remove 5 silver from yours. If you had food, that's also 5 silver. I think reasonable.
Makes sense.
It will be 1 gold each for a night at the inn. I know Cliff is already staying the night. I don't know what you guys are planning.
Oh.
Since we're waiting on him, I guess I'm getting a room too.
And Miku, what are you doing? You're up here are you talking to the bartender?
Yep. She remembered what Cliff said. So she's just gonna vent about how she's just like, she's been stuck in a world where no one knows, and she knows she can never go back home, and she tried to help people, but people she exactly have their lives get worse, and talking about worrying about Nero and the clowns and the trauma of dying twice and coming back, and
Like halfway through this, he just pours a drink and hands it to you. It is.
And then he leaves. Go on.
Thank you.
He doesn't say a word. He hands you the drink and he stares at you. He's got that Samuel L. Jackson stare at you motherfuckerly kind of look in his face. Just, you didn't even introduce yourself. You just came up. You're like, Nero fucking killed him. Killed his parents.
No. Okay, she would have at least given him her name.
I don't know. You did go up to a guy. It's like, what are you made of? That was good. It's funny. It's great.
She takes a shot. Does that shot cost anything, or does the bar?
Nope, it don't cost anything other than a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, once again.
Funniest thing. It's like
she
bath
fails
water.
this one.
No, so I mean, this is some hard ass liquor. The DC was actually higher than the previous one, but besides the point, you would have failed either way. You feel scales grow on your talons, and you just see him like nodding at you.
Okay, that
teeth.
one freaks her out less, actually. You ever
Kind of looks
actually
like
looked
nice.
at birds' feet, which is what?
No, I try
Nice.
not to be under the birds. They shit on me. Evil birds.
Yeah, birds basically already have scaly feet, and that's what Miku's talons are based on. So she's like,
Yeah, they
this
just-
is a lateral change.
Yeah, just really like kind of greenish, like almost reptilian scales. So not too different, but different.
Make them slimy.
Slimy.
Yep.
Reptiles are not slimy.
It's
Stop
the
that.
liquor.
That is true, yes.
That's fake news, okay? Tim.
And before she passes out, she's just gonna apologize, and then just fall back into her chair.
You're a sappy drunk? No? Yes?
Are you
Alright.
passing out?
Oh, she's out.
Well,
Okay, she's in
it's-
character. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, yep.
Tim.
This is just, this is just flavor.
No, totally fine.
In practice, she's just taking a long rest.
She dragged your happy ass upstairs.
Tim will probably spend a majority of the night kind of inspired a little and kind of feeling.
God damn it.
He probably doesn't hear us yet.
I don't hear a word
When
you guys
he
are saying.
loses, he has to like put everybody back on the stream to actually hear us.
Yep.
Yeah, happens.
Yep.
It is kind of rainy outside though. Maybe that's what's going on.
It could be. I don't know. And it does take me a minute to get you guys all back in.
I will say I'm surprised I haven't disconnected because they kept on saying there was supposed to be a tornado in our area.
A tornado.
I also got a similar watch warning.
I just ignore those. Tornado warnings are for nerds.
Yep.
That's
I
all
like
right.
surprise.
You know, at least it's not like what happens at the end of a stream or something like that, where just everybody gets kicked and can't get back in. So it's not too terrible. Because that does happen, and it sucks.
Yeah, but Tim was gloating about his niceties.
Yeah, Tim's heart grew 3 sizes today, and he wanted to explain how, why. Tell me.
He just kind of felt good doing a good deed, and now that everyone has disappeared, he actually feels more comfortable expressing it. So he ends up sketching like stencil designs for different signs that could be generated to help people get around cities, different like organizations, and then just sitting every time he gets close to finishing one, he'll bring it to that elf girl and show it to her, and like, so this looks great, right? I mean, you can understand what was intended. This was like stop, and this is a direction this way.
Taps. Yes.
The sound of my own voice. Perfect. And he'll kind of just work through the night doing that. Excitedly. And that,
That's I will say it after about an hour or so. You might hear some screaming coming from the back of the from behind the inn. I'm not sure, but these two would eventually come back through. I don't know if they'd go straight up to their room, or
Tim's gonna act like he's in a recording studio because he's also gonna use another cast of Magic Mouth for tomorrow's pitch. You know, hey, shut up over there. We're trying to record. And
what's the lyrics?
It's gonna be may Bahamut be with you. All are welcome in our church. And it will be onto the sign that from loose wood that he could, or if he can't find much, he'll just do like a little portion and sketch their symbol onto it. And then the trigger will be whenever someone walks past.
Okay. I would have you roll for your damage and whatnot, but because you guys are about to take a long rest, I will avoid unnecessary rolls. Is there anything else between you three? Cliff is quite busy, and Miku is unconscious.
Nafir will come back in and immediately go to Tim, despite the warnings of being in a recording studio. And he'll say, I don't know why you turned down your bath, but you missed out. It was invigorating.
You can see blood trickling down from certain areas.
Bloody nose.
Bramble just came through the door. He slowly hunched over, just step at a time. Step at a time.
Like, it was so good for Bramble, he can't even use his own muscles.
Can you feel your feet still?
Who needs feet?
Gertha was real gentle with him.
Oh no.
The best bath I've ever had. It was even better than last time.
Bramble does hold up a gold coin and tips Gertha as he then slowly moves towards the stairs to try to get to his room.
Gertha puts the gold coin in her giant bosom.
And I'm the unacceptable one.
The odd thing is you can actually hear jingle. There is multiple coins in there.
Gertha is good at what she does.
Apparently the best.
Miku, are you all right? You look like you're pouting over there.
Sorry.
Uh,
Just having to deal with technical difficulties and me not being in the position we've got. Ju- It's nothing to do with the game. Don't worry about it, guys.
gotcha. Okay. We can discuss it afterwards if you'd like. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. What are you just staying up through the night there, Tim, or are you going to grab a room as well and long rest?
I will. Yeah, I'll grab a room. In fear of people stealing my genius designs, and I'll be TMing all of them, of course.
Of course, of course. You write that right on the side of it. Just TM. Oh, lost him. That's gonna be the theme for tonight. Technical difficulty Fridays.
Hell yeah.
Storm.
Which really sucks because every game is on Friday.
Exactly. That's why we always have technical difficulties. If it's not a module, it's before we do that, Nafir, do you have anything else you'd like to do while you're down here?
I will also get a room.
Okay. I will go ahead and set you all up. Don't forget to take off your
Oh god. Oh god.
look what you did, DG. Fix it.
Oh god.
Fix it. It's raining indoors.
That's,
Don't forget to take off your armor, and you're in an inn, so you can buy food.
I don't know why that happens.
DG. Fix it. But yeah, do you guys continue? Do you stay in the city, or do you? Oh God.
Don't worry, it'll be fine soon. just close out the scene. Close out the scene.
Oh. Yes, gray skies, clear skies.
You're not
And, sir,
supposed
I
to
think your
cast that in
sprinkler
stores.
system is going off in your bar.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
It's very accurate. It's Halon. It's Halon. There was a small fire. There's a sharp, acrid odor. Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the town of Lond before we move to the Platinum Keep?
I don't think so. Unless anyone else has any ideas.
Nope, all done.
Sorry, was there a name for that church?
Church of Bahamut.
Okay, in Lond. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we could stop by the church of Bahamut, it might behoove us.
God, you'd make a great NCO. Yes. Behoove. Up to the group.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Nafir. I was. Oh, sorry. Oh, sore. I was working on a name for my for the charity. I was thinking maybe we call it Cliff's Stepping Stones.
That's what you, and he'll poke one of your bruises. If that's what you would like to call it. I'm okay with that. I think Tim has come up with some logos that he would like to share with you, or not. Maybe he'll keep them to himself. I don't know. But
Yeah.
You can't steal the designs. You have to credit the artist.
We'll talk about that.
yeah, looks like you, and I'll do it again. You had a good night.
I had experimental night. That's right. Yeah. It was a good idea. It
Blackout.
was a good idea.
Did you give as good as you took?
I can't remember.
All I know is that I was blackout drunk for when I entered my hotel when the barkeep took me to my room, and he still managed to wake me up a couple of times last night.
I'm glad that hair fell out. I was going to recommend you get an exfoliating bath as well.
Yeah, all the hair and scales when you wake up is gone. It's on the bed, but like it's off you.
I am not sure if exfoliating would be a good idea in my case, given You know, I kind of the hair kind of serves a point. Like technically, if you removed all the feathers from my wings, I couldn't fly.
That would look
I feel
terrifying.
that would be a risk of exfoliation.
Oh
I don't
god.
know. I think you're tougher than that. I've seen you fly into getting hit in the face. So I think a little stone scrub would not do so bad for you. But it's up to you.
Huh.
I just picture a plucked Miku looking like Miley Cyrus.
Thanksgiving
Oh
turkey.
God.
Same.
Is it like 2025 Miley Cyrus or like 2022 Miley Cyrus?
2022.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what she looks like in 25, but
She looks a lot
22
better. She looks a lot healthier.
Oh,
Girl's doing good.
Couldn't have done worse.
Unfortunately, a plucked Miku is not a man because she is technically well, actually, she still is a featherless biped, so she would be a man by Diogenes' definition. It's just
plucked
she
Miku
also
would be
has
dinner.
wings.
Can't be a man. She has breasts. Chicken breasts. All right. Yes.
If you ever have preteen girls or children in the house, definitely call all of your chicken breasts chicken boobs because they freak out and it's hilarious.
I was gonna call them chicken nuggies, but you know,
Chicken.
chicken. Yes. So, if we're done talking about the squab,
I have one question. What was Eddie doing during all of this?
He
Was he
likes
just
to-
horrified?
he likes to watch.
Oh God.
Every once
He
in a
was
while, you would
definitely
hear
involved, 100%.
you'd hear something from him. Yes, attack her. Almost like a play-by-play. Oh no, she has the upper hand. Do you need my assistance?
Finish her.
That's why they call her Peggy.
Holy gauntlet. That's such a good fucking group. But yeah. No, you
Yeah, I'm all set. All set.
you guys are heading towards the church. Again, it's just the one individual there. Ah, you have returned. Is there something else I can help you with? Are you here for the 1 o'clock breeze?
God, no. Fear. I don't like asking things of anyone ever, but you're better at talking to people. Could you present this to him? And it's the sign with the design. And it's wrapped currently. So I'll whisper to you what it does and how it works.
Would it just look like a scroll?
No, it was a rough carving of a shield with the emblem of Bahamut on it.
Oh, you said it was wrapped up. I didn't know if you meant like it was wrapped up like a scroll and you were going to hand it to him like that, or...
No, like in my bedroll. I think that's the only thing I would have that would maybe fit around it enough. So that it's not triggering every time we walk past anyone. But the trigger is anyone walks past it, and it will glow at night and spread the great word of Bahamut, and we can take special designs depending the tier that we reach in our donations.
Okay. My friend made you this glow-in-the-dark door greeter. Anyone that walks by welcomes them to the church.
Okay.
How long does this last? Does this last forever?
Both of them are indefinite, yes.
Okay.
Until dispelled.
Well, shit. That's quite the advertisement if I ever saw one. Yes, and he'll open it up. And what does it say? What does it say? In Tim's voice.
Welcome to the great and glorious Church of Bahamut. All are welcome at its footsteps. That's
Okay.
about
Yeah,
as-
yeah. I mean, I
that's
think I
about as
went.
religious and pious as he can get.
I say. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. He jumps at first when the paper starts screaming at him. Oh, this is quite lovely. I might put this on the front door.
Yes, I think you should, as Tim is becoming a very good man, and we want to encourage his continued growth.
Tim, which one of you is Tim?
Tim is the little one.
Little one. Oh, are you interested in the religion of Bahamut?
Tim, don't answer that. Tim is not interested in religion of any sort. Unfortunately, he does appreciate your willingness to help Cliff with his endeavors, and as such, made you a gift. I stopped him from speaking as I didn't want anything offensive to come out.
He looks at you inquisitively. Okay, I think I understand. Well, thank you anyhow, Tim. I will make sure I put this on the door.
Tim does like a good hug, though.
I don't hug. That's
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
That's a shame. Bramble, you're up.
I mean, thank Bahamut.
Tim, come here.
Don't touch me.
Anything else in this town? Anyone else you
Swear
wish
to
to
God.
speak to? Anybody else want to give Tim a hug?
Mika will.
I'll give Tim a hug.
I'm going to learn Fireball. Just you wait.
The problem.
Miku is going to pinch Tim after Nafir gives him his hug.
Oh, God.
Oh. You're welcome to fight it.
Athletics, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Acrobatics, I will always try and dodge.
Yeah. Athletics for anyone who's trying to pinch him, hug him, or otherwise. Although, actually, in Miku's case, you could do an attack roll instead.
Oh, God. And I trip and fall into Nafir's arms.
Oh, Tim, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Yes, Bramble, group hug.
is this what the
For the
first layer
record-
of Avernus is?
For the record, the pinch is meant to counteract the positivity that Tim cringes at.
That's fine. I mean, I am not going to cause
you,
any
Miku.
damage, but
No, Tim beats me.
Still don't touch me, Cliff.
okay, I need one
I
for
like go to hug him and I'm like, oh, damn it.
yeah, and I need an athletics from our fiery friend. All right.
Oh, perfect. Definitely
You
got the
haven't-
group hug going.
You didn't slight me, I'll allow it.
And the pinch. Okay, probably should I did the wrong roll, but I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure the modifiers are largely the same.
You leave
As
a
our
minor
attack.
bruise. So, let me describe this. So, Nafir pulls him in for the hug. Bramble piles on, giving him a hug too. As Cliff tries to get in there, he gets kicked in one of his bruises. As Tim starts throwing his temper tantrum. As he turns, Miku, you go to pinch him. I assume probably on the arm.
Yep.
But with him being twisted all around, he gets a pinch on the butt.
The fear. So forward.
I hope that was as good for you as it was for me.
We have officially made a cuddle pile.
You can
With-
be my Gertha.
Tim, I will take on that responsibility.
Oh, no. What have I done?
I don't think you know what you've done.
More meat.
Looks
Let
like
me
meat's
collect
back
some
on the
rocks.
menu, boys.
Tim, because you're soft and squishy, I will get a sponge instead of rocks.
Thank you.
Are you going to be as thorough, though? That
Oh,
is the
yes.
question.
Just as thorough and as vigorous. Just
Okay.
different material.
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
How will I be camouflaged from my enemies if they can?
The problem is he turns to stone when he does it. And really gets in there. It's like a finger slipping through toilet paper. Sponge basically isn't there. It's the one problem with single play. You really get to know the inner you. So what do we do next?
To the capital?
To the capital.
To the capital.
Is there any place specific in the capital you'd like to go?
Meeke would like to talk to the Oracle.
Oracle? Okay. So what we are going to do, I'm going to switch scenes, and then we are going to go on our 15-minute break.
Neato.
Neat-a-reno.
Burrito.
Burrito. So yeah, be back in 15.
Okay.
See you soon.
Across the plains and apes with a bull so grave, in search of the grail, the lost hill brave, with the cinnamon chalice in his trembling hold, a cup of dark whispers, of secrets untold. Oh, the chalice of shadows, the sanguine's call, dim the artillerist in twilight's thrall, haunted by echoes and a familiar fright. He crosses ice barriers, shrouded in night. From the ashes of disaster where the winds had their say, he salvaged the remnants in the light of decay. Awkward yet wise with a spell at his lips, he commands the waters as reality rips. Oh, the chalice of shadows, the sanguine's call, dim the artillerist in twilight's thrall, haunted by echoes and a familiar fright. He crosses ice barriers, shrouded in night. No cage shall hold, no chain shall bind the seeker of mysteries that he's destined to find. Through the gates of the void, where the brave seldom roam, Tim searches for a chalice to call his own. Blood, let its power flow through the journey of a plains hopper, fierce and true. In the whispers of the void where the daring souls tread, lies the heart of a wizard and the destiny he's led. The chalice of shadows, the sanguine's call, dim the artillerist in twilight's thrall, haunted by echoes and a familiar fright. He crosses ice barriers, shrouded in night. To the monastery's calm, never found his peace, a soothing balm. Through the portal swirl to Oob's embrace, under Metallic's law, he found his place. Guardian of the gate, between worlds apart, with a soul haunted by peace and the warrior's heart. Through the market's cheer to the battle's start, he stands not alone, his kindness unknown. In the gleam of the kingdom where paladins roam, the sage shouts whispers and billows home. Bernadette's laughter, a beacon's light, guiding his oath through the darkest night. Guardian of the gate, between worlds apart, with a soul haunted by peace
warrior's heart. Through the mocker's cheer, to the battle's start, he stands not alone, his kindness an art. In the gleam of the kingdom, where paladins roam, with Seisha's whispers and Billor's home. Bernadette's laughter, a beacon's light, guiding his soul through the darkest night. Guardian of the gate, between worlds apart, with a soul molded by peace and a warrior's heart. Through the mocker's cheer, to the battle's start, he stands not alone, his kindness an art. From the trials that tested, to the bonds that hold, in the faces of youth and the stories told, never walks a path where honor's sown, a giant among the lost, his virtue shown. Watching by the gate, where the old world ends, a guardian true, in the new he defends. For the peace he guards, for the love he knows, in the shadow of the gate, a warrior's hope grows. Guardian of the gate, between worlds apart, with a soul molded by peace and a warrior's heart. Through the mocker's cheer, to the battle's start, he stands not alone, his kindness an art.
From the deep woods where shadows lie, comes a force no one can defy. With ancient roots and a fire untamed, Bramble's wrath cannot be framed. The wildfire spreads, devours the night, turning decay into vibrant light. Through the cinders, new life will grow, a balance forged where the flames will go. A quiet giant with wisdom vast, haunted by echoes of a broken past. He walks the line of life and despair, with flames that burn and winds that tear. The wildfire spreads, devours the night, turning decay into vibrant light. Through the cinders, new life will grow, a balance forged where the flames will go. Bound to the forest, its will entwined, fire's destruction, yet life defined. The blaze will sear, the roots will bind, cleansing the dark, restoring the mind. The earth's fury, a spark, a breath, a harbinger both of life and death. Each step he takes, the wildfire calls, to purge corruption and raise the walls. The wildfire spreads, devours the night, turning decay into vibrant light. Through the cinders, new life will grow, a balance forged where the flames will go. Stand in his way and cliff keeps the innocent in sight. This is healing, this is prayer. Soul's light shines everywhere. Worship now, don't miss the call. In our D&D world where we stand tall. Through the dungeons cold where the dire rats creep, and the cries of the fallen disturb ancient sleep. Cliff raises his hands, the earth shakes and splits. Mercy's touching his spell, his devotion never quits.
Laughter echoes, a jester's grim play took his party's breath in a macabre display. Toyed with his spirit, dealt diamonds of fate, with items to play on, whispered the checkmate.
This is healing, this is prayer. Soul's light shines everywhere. Guard your hearts and heed the plea. In the lands where we quest, Cliff's prayer sets you free. When the evil sneers and the innocent cry, Cliff's anger flares and his spells fly high. By Sune's grace, no harm shall befall, and my watch shall protect you all. With every foe the jester's laugh on, still much stronger grows the cleric, armed by sheer will. This is healing, this is prayer. Sune's light shines everywhere. Join the chorus, sing along. In Cliff's world, right battles wrong.
So gather round, adventurers bold. Under cliffs, watch the stories unfold. With a prayer for the weak and a heart for the strong. In this D&D game, this cleric belongs. Feathers in the dark sky, silvery trace. Meek soars above with a warrior's grace. Claws sharp as secrets, eyes on the skies. She slices through down where danger lies. Wings of vengeance, swift and keen. She's the storm, fierce and unseen. From the ashes, from the blaze, Meek rises through the haze. He stirs the past, as for the unknown. Mysteries unmasked in the wings they're shown. Sometimes she retreats to find another day. A wise warrior knows when to join the fray. He stirs the past, that's for the unknown. Mysteries unmasked in the winds they're shown. Sometimes she retreats to find another day. A wise warrior knows when to join the fray. Shadows whisper old tales of battles won and won, but every flight casts new shadows under the same sun. Through tempest and trials, her spirit never sways. Miku the zealot sets the skies ablaze. The vengeance swift and keen, she's the soul fierce and unseen. From the ashes, from the blaze, Miku rises through the haze. Hear her cry across the wind, a tale of fire, of strength within. Miku's journey never done. In every shadow she becomes the sun.
Oh, welcome back, and everybody disappeared on me again. So we'll throw everybody back into the thing, the stuff with the thing and the good stuff. I blame DG.
Blame me for shit.
I blame you for
It's
everything.
not my fault. It's your player's
Oh, you found
fault.
someone else to blame? Wow.
World War II, concentration camps, it's all your fault.
Don't go taking Tim's credit.
Did you make Auschwitz? All right.
No comment.
For the record, I'm here. I'm just silently eating ice cream.
But is it
Italian
good ice cream?
and-
Is it French vanilla?
It's actually Italian ice because I gave up actual ice cream for Lent. But yeah, I'll completely unmute myself properly when everyone else is here.
Everybody
We're all
is
here. The gang's all here.
Yes, so you arrive at the temple. Glorious, platinum, gold, even. On the steps is the 2 brass guards. Most of you have met, I'm sure. God damn it. Lost everybody again. This is so.
Next time, let's take bets to see how long.
Wait, are we talking about Gertha?
Yeah.
This is $1.25 is some bullshit right here is what that is.
Bricks, rocks, and charcoal. Real smooth as a baby's bottom.
You know, replacing one person at a time isn't a big issue, but like everybody, that's like, really?
It's a tough night.
Wow, I wanted to host a YouTube show. Wow.
I was just complaining today about how it always fucking rains on like the weekend here, but the weekdays are fantastic.
Oh yeah, weekdays will be 70 degrees, a 5-mile-an-hour breeze. You're like, oh yes. And then the weekend hits, it's like thunderstorms and fuck you.
You want to play Tornado?
A tornado? Never heard of her. But yes, you arrive. There are 2 brass dragons. Most of you are aware of who they are. I suppose Bramble would not be aware, as he has not experienced them yet. Not that it's a huge deal, but you haven't spoken to him. Paladin, of course, you should probably know most of the brass guards around here. Jesus Christ, who's breaking shit?
Breaking dishes.
That's you, DG.
No. I think Miku's just yelling at nothing for nothing.
Miku threw a plate at somebody.
It's like, do you mind? I'm playing in here.
I do not look like a plucked chicken. Stop it.
Did you bring KFC into my house?
We're a Popeyes family.
Popeyes is good too. But yeah, you arrive to the steps. Is there anything you want to talk to the guards about, or do you just want to head inside?
I think we're good. I don't think, like, out of character, I kind of want to scope out the political situation in Oob, but I'm trying to figure out how to frame it in character.
I mean, unless you're trying to ask something outside of the norm, you know that this is more of a theocracy. You know, the Gold Dragon is kind of the main guy of the council, the speaker of the house, if you will. They run most leadership positions, especially in the church.
I think Miku was, correct me if I'm wrong, trying to get like kind of a read on the political situation of the city itself as we entered. I don't know if that was in retrospect.
Yeah, yes.
How the citizens feel about it? What are you going for?
How the citizens feel about the recent attack from the chromatics. Is anyone kind of alert? Tim also wants to keep an eye out. If any areas seemed a little more guarded than others.
The guard seems to be standard, just like what you see in front of the temple.
Okay.
You know, you had the 2 guards before, you have 2 guards now. So nothing seems to be increased. Maybe you would, maybe a couple more patrols, but that's about it.
And no one seems worried
No,
in the city as we enter.
certainly not the capital city.
Okay.
Under the 5 great worms. No.
No. They're
There is no war in the Platinum Keep.
plenty of lore. They just
War.
Yeah, it was an Avatar reference.
oh.
I got it, Miku. I got it.
Yeah, war,
I
not
got it, dude. I smiled big for you.
Look at me, I watch Legend of Korra.
It's not the Legend of fucking Korra, you uncivilized fucking swine.
fucking
Turn on
damn.
a TV.
It's from book 2, motherfucker.
God.
Disgust me.
Book 2 of Korra was obviously the best.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
You were looking for troll blood? Come get me.
Time for me to fucking derail this camp.
You already have. You're nice now. I don't know what to do with that.
That's how Tim likes to play it. Wild card.
But if you guys got nothing to do with these guards out here, I'll take you in to speak to the
I
orc.
mean, friendly hello. Wave.
Oh yeah, they'll salute you on your way in there, Nafir. They're aware of you. Certainly who the hell your master is.
I need to discuss things after Miku with the Oracle as well. So
Sure.
Zephyrian, your uniform is as immaculate as ever.
Yo ho, Darth Helmet. I mean, Nafir. God, I can hear the thunder outside. Jesus Christ.
It's an active church.
I have
Yeah, people.
my headset's built for noise canceling, so the fact that I can hear it is ridiculous. I want a refund. All right, you arrive. What do you do?
So let's start by maybe checking out on that poison situation. Like, actually, we need to make sure there's no one not already in the know about that. I think these are all a bunch of golds which already know about the dragon poison.
I thought that was reserved to the courtroom, but I'm totally okay with spreading the word about a dragon poison.
Yes, the poison. The poison specifically made for the dragons. That poison?
The dragon poison.
It really kills them? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, these people wouldn't know. So maybe we just, in general, talk of the. Do you know what's going on? What went on at Meake and all that?
Yes, we pray for... who are you speaking to? The Oracle herself?
I think we're just talking
Yeah.
to the group. Are we? Were you like talking to the group or people?
Let's just talk to Zephyrian and Orinus, as they're they're the two golds in the center of the screen.
The Oracle and
Just
the Head
to
Priest?
keep it simple. Yep.
Sorry, I'm taking a quick look. I just got a notification on my phone. It's like, tornado warning.
We
Seek
can't
shelter.
both have a tornado warning at the same time. We're too far apart. It's obviously fake news.
There's no tornadoes in Arkansas. We know that.
Yeah, it's the Bible Belt.
Yes. Can't beat our religion.
Why do you think there's so many tornadoes?
It's the only reason there's natural disasters, because people pray.
I've been saying that for years.
Yes, what can I do for you? You mentioned something about Meeke?
Yes. The entire city was raised by a white dragon. And all the eggs at the hatchery were destroyed. And that isn't even the end of the bad news.
A hatchery, you say?
Yes.
He pretends not to know anything. You're welcome to insight him, but as far as you can tell, he doesn't know anything.
Okay, insight. Let's. And that is a 26.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's hiding something.
Yeah. Word got to you already, I suppose.
If you say so.
Well, the worst of it is that among the white invaders, there were a bunch of golds. I believe that the dragons that were previously kidnapped and then raised by chromatics.
That's I'm not sure why you're bringing that to the church itself. We're not exactly.
Well,
We're not exactly. I mean, we can take care of ourselves, but we're not the fighting force.
that is true. I don't know. I thought Orinus might have some insight onto this, given her abilities.
Oh yes, I saw a vision, but
Hmm.
I wasn't sure it was Meek.
Huh. So you see visions, but you don't see the context.
No, snippets. Maybe 10 seconds.
Hmm.
All the towns were on alert, but unfortunately, we couldn't put any military assets towards any one city.
I see. I see. Um. Anyone else have ideas or topics we can bring up here before we inevitably end up going to the council?
I don't,
Yeah, I have. Oh, go ahead, Nafir. Go ahead.
I don't think we need to go to the council. I think we should go visit Annabelle and Biller. They may have insight before we inform the council. I don't think we need to waste the council's time, especially if they're already aware.
Okay.
But Cliff, go ahead, by all means.
Oracle, head priest. I have a couple questions. I hope you might be able to help me with.
Oh yes. Maybe.
As I believe I mentioned before, I am a follower of Sune,
Yes, we do recall.
and I was conversing with her, which is something that doesn't happen very often, and she was cut off, and it wasn't her choice.
I don't understand. What do you mean conversing and cut off?
I was talking. She was talking to me. I was saying I was giving the last rites at Meake for the children who did not survive the battle, and she was telling me about how sometimes bad things happen to good people, and then she stopped talking, and another voice said, "That's enough out of you." It was a very deep, guttural voice, if I remember correctly.
And you are positive this was your god and not somebody casting a spell, perhaps?
I'm sure it was her. Cause then, I think a few days later, this ring appeared, and it's almost like it was like she was reaching out to what she could give me, but her light feels faint. Bramble is also a follower of Sune. He's not as connected as I am, but
May I see? And she'll hold out her hand.
he is.
If you place your hand in her, she'll rub her hand over over the ring. Oh, my lights just flickered. Oh boy, this could be a short stream.
For the next 30 minutes, we're in a tornado warning coming this direction.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that shook the whole house. Shit. But yes, it does. I can sense divine, but you're right. It is very weak. I can't say I recall this happening often. Some of the some of the citizens have mentioned that their prayers go answered, but unfortunately it's twisted. You pray for farmers may pray for a good harvest, and when their harvest comes in, it rots within the day.
Have you begun looking into this?
Of course. I can't say that we've come up with anything as of yet. This is quite new.
Is there any one god that might do this from this world? That might not like other gods coming in and having power?
I know there's many gods that are evil gods, good gods, neutral gods. Many gods that may fight each other or have history of battle.
Well, I mean, say I'm wrong, but it kind of seems like maybe this one person is trying to take over everything.
Do you know their name?
I do
Unfortunately,
not know
there's
their name.
too many evil gods to narrow it down.
I don't. That's what I'm trying to work on.
Could I interject? Has there been any cults that have been more active or maybe weirdly inactive lately?
We've heard of rumors in the sewers, but as far as cults specifically, no. Just there's an underground group that seems to be attacking locals, dragons and citizens alike.
Does Sune have a direct opposing deity? A longtime enemy, Cliff?
Or can you
Then I-
tell us Cliff has a directly opposing entity, perhaps one that dresses up like a clown.
Do you really think those clowns are literally as powerful as gods?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about his goth mommy.
I don't think she's as powerful as his god, but
Which one?
what I've been told, and from what we gathered from Echo and Bravo, or whatever their names were.
Bravo and Encore.
Yeah, I know, they're wrong. I did it on purpose.
Oh, how dare you!
Whatever their names were, perhaps he's stronger than we've given him credit for thus far.
I mean, we know he's damn strong, but I guess it would track that he's just a bored god. But usually
Cliff-
gods have limitations on how they're allowed to interact with the mortal world.
Are you guys
Or-
trying to be quiet, or are you letting her overhear this?
I would let her overhear it. I don't have anything to hide from anybody in this building.
I don't in the religious context.
Yeah, I don't see why this would be a secret.
Well,
Um,
did these two individuals sound the same?
Not. I mean, I would say no, DM. You said it was a deep guttural voice. The Jester was more light-hearted.
Jokery.
Joker, yeah.
Well, if this
From
entity,
what you've given me, I would say no.
if this entity appeared before you, I've never heard of prime deities appearing before the people, except through maybe archons, very scarcely. And for him to appear tells us that the clown man likely wasn't a prime deity. And they can supersede a prime deity's power,
Are you thinking of an avatar?
an avatar. Thank you. I'm not religious. It's weird.
You think the Jester that we saw, Tim, could have been an avatar?
Maybe. That's possible. They're rare. They're hard to create and take much longer if they're destroyed. So they scarcely show themselves.
Could it have been a cleric of another deity, or a representative of some sort of another deity, and representative, a physical representative on this mortal existence?
So
We've only encountered him once, and it was a very fast, very messed up
he didn't seem to.
encounter. He didn't really
He-
talk a lot.
He
He
didn't
did,
seem
but
to-
not in a way. You know what I mean?
From what you told me, he didn't like mention a deity. If he's a cleric of them, you'd think he'd want to spread the word of the arrival of their great sugar daddy.
It depends on the type of cleric. I mean, you find a war cleric. He's just a war cleric. Is just a war cleric. They're bred for war. They worship for war. They don't really advertise.
This sounds
know?
more like the representative of a trickster god than a warmonger.
Well, I was just giving an example of a cleric who might not spread the word
Ah.
of his.
Yeah, I don't follow these things very closely.
I think where
analogies that I don't understand. So.
we might want to find out what deity could even supersede a message from Sune, a direct line to one of her apostles, her clerics.
I don't think it's superseding. I think it's severing a connection, or at least
I think she's been kidnapped.
communicative to.
She was mid spell or mid communication. I say spell because message is like how I relate to this
Same
nonsense.
thing. Yeah, I got you.
But
Easy.
if you were to have two enchanting or charm effects cast upon the same person, often it's whoever's more powerful and more skilled. So for them to challenge your god, which I'll recognize as a powerful being, that's a worrisome thing.
Right. I know she's still alive. There's a sliver of grace that I'm receiving from her, but I don't know how much longer she's going to hold on.
What does Eddie think of all this?
I don't know. What do you think, Eddie?
Press the button.
Oh,
I want to see you press the button.
I will press the button. Oh, I can't. I have to have ownership of Eddie to summon it.
Oh, okay, let me fix it. Let me fix it. I want to see this happen. There.
It says no more uses.
God damn it, just do it right.
Don't forget up.
He's tired. Let him sleep.
It's weird. Weird. You should have a charge now. Eddie!
Hey, Eddie, how you doing, bud?
That's my favorite.
I was sleeping.
I know. How do you feel about this whole Sune thing? What do you know about? You know anything about the jester?
Did I eat him?
No.
We wish.
Then I do not know how he tastes.
That's fair. That's very fair.
You don't know anything, Eddie?
You found me in a cave. I did not get a lot of mail.
Alright, that's fair. I just thought you might be whimsical and knowledgeable.
I was in a cave
alright, though.
with a weird creature. It almost ate the bird person. Bird person, may I eat you?
Yeah.
What is it with people trying to do weird things with my body? No.
So you can't eat the bird person, Eddie, until they don't have any more feathers on. If the bird person is plucked, then it's you can go for it.
Gold person, can I eat you?
No, Eddie. Okay, then here's some ration. It's time to come back.
In defense, you didn't feed him. He's hungry. I'm not going to even ask what that was all about.
Well, that was Eddie. He wasn't
has a
eating me,
mimic
but
for
now
armor.
he's.
I will say that it does sound reasonable that someone of a higher power could overwrite a divine message. I can't say I've experienced that before, and I will say I haven't had any visions of it. At least, not specifically.
That's because, thankfully, Bahamut is far more powerful than Sune is, clearly.
And since we're coming from Meek, I was curious about your guys' hatchery. Do you guys have double shift on it now, or are you protecting it more? Where is it located?
That's not something we discuss.
Yeah, I've told you already that's classified.
None of your fucking business.
We just want to make sure it's all right.
Yeah, tell me where you keep your nukes. All right.
WMDs now.
Tim's gonna, when he asks that, try and see if they look in any direction in particular.
Oh no, I mean, other than the floor,
Okay.
they don't look towards any one direction. Not to mention the back of the building itself has no windows.
Nafir, do you think where we're going, Annabelle's parents, do you think they might have information on this, maybe this cult in the sewer or these jester people that keep popping up?
You mean
Maybe it's time we go take some of them out.
Bernadette's parents, right?
Bernadette's parents, yep.
Yes. We should go see Annabelle and Biller. I think they...
Native?
What?
Native? You talking
Not
about
her parents. I'm
yeah,
speaking
native?
of two separate
Okay.
paladins.
I was like,
No,
just
I'm
making
going to go
sure.
speak to two paladins.
Gotcha. Oh. Gotcha.
I'm gonna split up.
Oh, splitting party?
Split on the party.
I don't see any reason to do that, but if you'd like, I can go on my own, yes?
No, I want to hit up the library. Will you do that and use my library pass finally?
I don't recall
Yes, you should
having
do
a
that on
pass.
your own, as that sounds incredibly boring.
Nylar had a pass. I don't remember giving
Oh,
Tim
that's
a
right.
pass.
Yes.
What the fuck is Nylar?
The fuck is a Nylar? Sounds blue.
You guys grab that pass off his body, right?
Pass that says Nylar on it.
Yeah.
Like the one thing we left on his body. We don't fucking need that.
Colette did grab it and then kept it as he went to prison, so.
It's in his prison
He
purse.
got what he wanted.
Yeah, of all the things he kept the library pass in his prison purse.
The dwarf kept it in his cave, if you will.
Indeed.
Thank you very much, Oracle and High Priest. I think I've come up with a name for the charity.
Oh, have you? What is it?
Yes, I was thinking of calling it Cliff's Stepping Stones.
That insinuates that you're stepping on the people.
I was thinking of cliffhangers.
It's, well, the purpose of stepping stones is to be.
Or maybe
stepped on.
just stepping stones. Because we're laying the foundation.
That
Put 'em in the
might
walk
sound a
on.
bit better than Cliff's stepping stones. It sounds like you're using the people to get to a more advantageous position.
See, this is why I wanted you guys as a sponsor. You guys, this is great. This is great information. Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. That's, that's not why we're here, but yes,
Providing insight and wisdom is absolutely why you're here,
Of-
and it doesn't necessarily matter what the topic is.
oh,
It
yes.
could be religion, it could be business, apparently.
Oh, yes.
Please, if you hear anything about any other gods being struck down, please send me a message.
Oh, and you should take
Inform
care
me immediately.
She's going to point to you, Cliff. You should really take care of yourself.
Take care of myself.
Yes, you seem very bruised.
Oh,
Were you in a fight?
He was taking care of himself when he got those, to be fair.
Those are mementos.
no, I met a.
He He likes it when I poke them so he remembers.
I met a very precarious woman in a tavern,
This
and
is not the
we
story for this
experimented.
He's-
This is the location for jokes, not stories.
Oh, I didn't take you as the kind to hit a woman.
No, we had a very. No, that was the exact opposite of that happened.
Only if she doesn't say her safe word.
Well, I suppose it makes sense. You are the bruised one. You didn't raise a hand. She hit you. I understand.
Oh, she did.
Just take a step back. Right, I get it. Sure.
Goes into confessional. So let me tell you about this fucking kinky shit that I got into this weekend. I'm gonna need some forgiveness. How many Hail Marys is this?
How many Hell Bahamut?
Hail boom. All right. So what are we doing? I heard splitting the group. I heard don't split the group. I heard library. What are we doing?
I think I'm okay with Tim going to the library and everyone else talking to the Vidalcan couple.
Good. Good.
Vidalcan couple. There's only one Vidalcan.
I'm going to speak with some paladins, so
The other one's
that
human.
is my next order of business.
Tim is unsupervised.
Miku, are you saying?
Oh no, I'm going with Tim.
No!
Miku, are you saying that all non-feathered people look the same to you? God, that's a
I
racism.
mean, legitimately, this would be something Miku would in fact struggle with. Though that doesn't excuse my out of character slip up.
We lost.
Before we
DD.
do split up, I will be like, Nafir, please mention what I've been asking about. I'm very interested if they know anything.
I will inquire.
Don't worry about the whole like God thing. Just be like, have you heard about anything that might cause something like this kind of?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Eddie. Yeah, no,
Oh, no.
I'll ask about Sune. That's not a problem.
Eddie's my problem.
They know about Eddie. We all like Eddie. He's fun.
He fucking eats a lot. That's for fucking sure.
Far more interesting than that dwarf friend you had.
You shut your whore mouth.
You don't know anything about this mouth yet. All right, let's
Oh
go.
my.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus.
Tim, come on.
I
Well, I
knew,
need to cool off a sec.
I knew Marines were always riflemen. I just didn't take it that literally. Oh my. All right.
Eddie only eats as much as he can.
All right. If I, so half of you are going to, who? Just to verify, who is going to the Great Worms? Who's going to the council chamber?
Oh, if that's where we have to go, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not everybody has to go if you don't want to.
Well, I was trying to avoid the council, but like, you know, we can go there. That doesn't matter.
Oh, I thought you guys were heading that direction. Who?
Oh, don't forget to ask him about the sponsor too.
I didn't want to address the council at this point. I just wanted to address
Oh, well,
paladins who may have more information than I do. But if we need to go to the council chamber to do that, that's fine.
well, I mean, for one of them is a, you know, essentially a royal Templar, so she would be guarding the
Okay.
council room. The other one is obviously in the market. So, would you like to go to the market?
Yeah, let's go talk to him first, and then we'll go talk to her. And then, I mean, you could just admit that you don't have enough maps made to pull them into another location.
No, I refuse. Your mom went to college.
While you're at the market, can you grab me a bunch of chalk? Or actually, I'll go to the market with you first.
Me and Tim, we're going to the market or we're going to the library, Timmy?
Can we go to the market then the library? Can this be a Tim day?
Yeah. I will be on Tim's hip like a motherfucker.
He might like it. I don't know.
Is the map loading for everybody else?
I did want to swap one of my prepared spells real quick.
Oh, and we lost Cliff. That son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Biller, I was wondering if you'd have had your ear to the ground and collected any information while working here in the market, although I'm still not quite sure why you work here. But we've had some disturbing results in our adventures recently, and was hoping to get some insight into what may be going on that we are unaware of, and potentially look for next best steps.
Oh, it was a lot of words. Alright. So, you wanted to know if I had any information about what?
About
I have a lot of information.
chromatic dragons stealing metallic dragon and raise eggs and raising them as their own to attack metallic cities.
I know that the chromatics will attack our towns. And I know they've stolen young. What they do with them, I'm not aware of.
Okay. That's what I was afraid of, because where we came from, there were gold younglings who were attacking alongside chromatic soldiers. And they were attacking metallic cities. And I was wondering if this is new information, then we should absolutely go report it to those that need to know. I'm certainly hoping that you had some insight into it, but if you don't, then once my companions are done shopping, we will go and make sure those that need to know do know.
I'm afraid I don't know anything specific about it. I know that, yeah, the chromatics will steal from the metallics. I assume it's because, I mean, they're still dragons, right? So the more you have on your side, war power and all that.
Yes, but if you think about it, the citizens of a metallic city aren't going to raise an alarm or be concerned if a metallic dragon is seen overhead, where they could then be caught unawares because of this upbringing that the metallic younglings have. So my concern is that they're just doing test runs at this point, and as those dragons get older, it will only get worse. At least this is my theory. Could be way off base.
I mean, it seems like a reasonable theory. As far as the town that they're attacking, was there any strategic value to it?
Oh, there was an orphanage and a hatchery that were raided and destroyed.
Hatchery. That sounds kind of, that sounds a bit serious.
I agree. That's why I came to you. From you, I will go speak with Annabelle and then the council if need be.
She would probably be more in the know than I would. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Well, if you ever feel the itch again, I would love for you to join us. But, you know, you seem to be doing okay here in the market.
Station, we do okay. We let our kids, you know, adventure. We live vicariously through them.
Speaking of your kids, how are they?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't spoken to them in probably 2 years now.
So they're doing well. All right.
Until I hear otherwise, I assume they are okay. They are adults.
Same.
Why, have you seen them?
No. The last offspring of a friend that I saw was Bernadette, and she's doing much better now than she was when I found her. But I'll keep my eyes out.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad she's doing well.
Yeah, she had a run-in with some pirates. Was
Nasty, filthy creatures, aren't they?
They were. They aren't anymore.
Oh.
They were dispatched with a vengeance.
Was that you?
Well, I did a little bit of it. The bird did quite a bit. And Tim over there, you might recognize him. He was sick for a large part of it. And yeah, otherwise, Cliff was incredibly valuable. And then we got back with Bernadette and her father. Well, he sent those much more powerful than us, and I'm pretty sure the island doesn't exist anymore.
Well, you know, a father's love.
Indeed. I felt very strongly as a friend of a father when I found her, so I can kind of sort of understand maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if anything were to happen to William or Chiana, I might turn whatever happened to them into a distant memory. And he just kind of like looks off in the distance, his blackened eyes just kind of... Oh yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. It's all good. You don't have anything that I need to buy, so I'm going to go ahead and scoot on.
Of course, of course. How goes the
Miku
shopping?
has got a cool scimitar from Damon, and she's gonna ask, "Where did you get the special elf sword?"
Wait, hey, you know, I like to get my fingers into everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you find the little nooks and crannies, you can get pretty much anything you want.
I'm gonna slowly
phrasing.
walk by him.
You see his fingers go up, and he just does this little finger wiggle. He's just got to get your fingers into everything.
Is everything good?
As a matter of fact, and he drops his drawers, it's looking splendid. Look at this thing. Look what it can do. And he starts helicoptering.
All right. Good to know. Good to see you, Damon. Keep well.
Oh, yes. I'll tell you, you got the gentlest hands I ever met. I have been to many a city. And you just hear this in the distance as you're running away. Like, yeah, this is great. I'll see you again.
Yep.
I wish I could say that this was the first time I'd seen Damon's penis as well. He is a blast if you go partying on a weekend.
That's right. I'll take you to meet the ladies of the night.
He'll take the lady boys of the night, too, if he's unaware and drunk enough.
Listen, pre-op or post-op? I'm sorry. What the fuck's the spell? To turn you into something else. Pre-polymorph or post-polymorph?
What you do behind closed doors is your business, not mine.
Trust me, nobody wants to see what I do behind closed doors.
Cliff does.
I know.
No, I don't. I'm good. I'm all right.
Yeah, this is stuff you'd see in Metallic Geographic. It'd be...
I don't subscribe to that magazine, I'm sorry. But, should you get the inkling and you see my friend Tim, he would definitely like a hug.
Should I keep my pants up or down when I give him a hug?
That's entirely up to you. She likes it, no matter what you do.
Oh, yay!
Lucky I can't hear you.
I see somebody bought some manacles. Ooh. I didn't realize you and Cliff subscribed to the same, subscribe and save.
Cliff doesn't know shit about safe words until he's used arcane lock.
What's that magic mouth do?
It'll spell out the vowels for you, don't worry.
I'm ready to go to the keep if everyone else is done. If not,
I'm good.
get to hang out for however long it takes.
Yeah,
Right.
just let me know when you're done.
All good.
What's that? Oh, lost Cliff.
All good.
I'm good.
Would I be able to fit a chest through the whole of my bag of holding?
What kind of chest? Does it just say chest?
Just the space. Yeah, it's just chest.
I think it says the size on it,
Uh,
doesn't it?
Maybe it's in a different tab. Oh, it's not letting me click off that image. Hold on.
Here, let me take a look. I think it does
Chest
work.
can hold 12 cubic feet. It doesn't like tell me the height width, but I don't.
Okay, how big? How many cubic feet can your?
Well, I can definitely like store it, but I don't know if I can fit it into the bag.
I'll say you can.
Okay. I just
2 foot by 2 foot. That's 4 foot by another 3 foot long. That
yeah, if they
sounds
have more of
reasonable.
like a lengthy one, that would be better for storing weapons. It's just for at our keep when we're storing items at our island, we can lock it up.
Ooh, somebody's thinking about their bastion. Somebody's thinking about the future. Yes. No, 2 by 2 by 3, I think is fair, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's some
Which
stuff.
should fit through your 2 foot wide mouth of your bag.
Like bag, like owner.
Who is typing like it's going out of style? Critical de-inspiration.
Oh, nobody wants to fess up, huh? Okay.
All right, if everybody's done here. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. If I don't get to this, DG will kill me. He has been looking forward to this forever. So 2 of you run off to the
Definitely.
library, right? Cliff and Tim?
Hmm?
Cliff and Tim are going to the library?
Yes.
Okay. Then we will say you are not in this hallway. I shall move you over so you can still see it.
Invisible, as you can see. Oh, okay. Carry on.
You enter the hallway right before the entering into the throne room, and you see this gentleman standing off to the corner. DG.
Yeah. He waves you down and goes, "Ah, the knights. It's about time you've arrived. Welcome, welcome."
So we are knights again. Good to know.
As we're splitting up as well, I will give Nafir Mr. Big Nog.
You can summon that, you know.
That's true.
I made that a thing.
Oh my God, you're such a sassy teenager, dude.
God, yes. I'm a teenager at heart, but I got like 80-year-old hips. They don't lie.
Fear Miku. Who is that?
He kind of trots over to you guys and holds out a hand to shake each of you down the line. He goes, "Ah, you can call me Artorius. It's been a while." He kind of nods over to Nafir. Nafir would recognize him, or at least have heard of him. I'll continue introducing him, though. I'm one of the Metallic's agents. I take care of the espionage of the Chromatic Kingdom. I'm actually their top agent, if you will. Kind of a big deal.
Would I know if that's BS?
Oh no, his description would fit whatever you have heard about him.
Okay. That's pretty much spot on. He's a badass.
Yeah, that's what I say. And I'm actually glad you're here. I was worried I'd have to give my report without knowing all the details of the recent dragon attack.
You know about the dragon attack.
Well, of course, it's my job to know.
And
I'm
you know,
gonna leave the details to you. Make my job a little easier.
and you know that the chromatics are attacking chromatic cities because they were stolen and raised by. No, I'm sorry. Metallics are attacking metallic cities because they were stolen and raised by chromatic dragons.
Well, they're certainly doing something, but I guess that'll be part of the report. Let's see what the council thinks about it.
I think we should absolutely do that. There's this tiny creature on me.
That's
Circular Big Nog. Okay.
Is that a rabbit?
Yes, this is a rabbit my friend has made me responsible to protect, and that is a very serious charge, as it is my friend's best friend.
And before we go into, I already know you, Miku, of course. I don't actually recognize you there, though, good sir.
Oh, let me introduce to you Bramble, the would-be slave that we saved from pirates when we were destroying their stupid pirate island.
He takes out like a large tome and like a little quill and kind of jots down some notes about Bramble. It's like, okay, well, I'm ready if you are.
What'd you write down there?
Ah, just your name. Don't worry about it.
Nafir, did you just put me on a hit list?
No, I put you on the do not hit list, as you are now a friend of Arturius, as you are a friend of mine.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Clearly, he is not someone to be messed with, but also not someone that you should not trust.
That's all I got for the hallway.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Nope, that's it. My report is for the council. The console.
The console.
The console?
Of
console.
Nintendo.
We are the Xbox 360. We fight against the notorious PlayStation 5.
Against the notorious BIG.
If only they all knew they were being played by PC.
Nobody knows of the dreaded Nintendo.
Backstabbed by the Sony.
The console wars of 2014 still harbors images.
Our allies, the Dreamcast, have been destroyed. I'm old as fuck, dude. I know all the consoles. All right. You guys arrive. You don't see Bernadette. Probably normal reasons. But you do see Native and you see Annabelle. You see
Annabelle.
the 5 council members.
Annabelle, Native, how are you? How is Bernadette doing?
Oh, she is recovering.
I have had entirely too much bourbon tonight. All right. I'm glad to hear that she's recovering and doing well. That brings me great joy to know that she was brought back and has recovered. And hopefully we'll return to her adventures here in the very near future. But we come to you today with both questions and concerns, and we want to make sure the council is aware. Arturius already knows, so I can only assume that the council already does. But if we could offer any insight or clarification, we would be thrilled to be able to do that, as we were just in the city and witness to what I can only describe as a horrific bastardization of metallic children.
And which city are you speaking of?
That's a
We're
great.
talking about the Meek invasion.
Hmm. How do you know of that?
We were there in person.
Why were you there?
We wanted to help out. We had heard of the invasion and wanted to lend our aid.
Is I
And Miku spoke very fondly of checking on a child named
Nero.
Nero.
can't say I'm aware of Nero. Of course, I can't be expected to know everybody. But
Well, it
Understandable.
I'm
wasn't a dragon child. It was apparently the child of whom this group had murdered their parents.
sounds about right. And
Yes.
she eyes Miku.
I can say they have been upstanding and upright citizens of the Metallic Kingdom ever since I took charge, and that Tim is becoming quite the philanthropist.
Well, as
For the
long as he's
record, for context for the Nero situation, his parents were being controlled by a spellcaster, and were attacking us first.
I believe we heard all about it during the trial.
yes,
We just
No,
went,
no, I don't believe this plot point was brought up.
I am not surprised that you orphaned a child. I'm actually surprised the child was alive when you were done with him and his parents.
well,
I
it
have
may
a
not be alive
question.
anymore, as it was stolen by some clown people.
Clown people.
Yes, that happened.
Hmm.
Oh, that reminds
Just-
me. Cliff had some questions that he would like me to ask when we get to that point.
Sure. I do have one question. You said you went to Meek. You heard some information?
Yeah. Yes. We saw the metallics as stated earlier that were kidnapped and put against their brothers, but we
Artorias, do you recall receiving correspondence about that?
About the stolen dragons, my liege?
That the city might be under attack.
Ah, yes. I was actually on my way to warn you before it happened.
So, I'm curious. I don't know who this one is, but Miku and Fear. Why did we not receive correspondence so that we could help make sure the city was not razed to the ground?
I don't believe any of us have the arcane ability to pass on those communications.
I believe most cities have some form of mailing service, or
things also escalated incredibly quickly. We heard there was plans, but we didn't realize until we actually got there how bad the situation was.
Yes, once we realized that there was a white dragon who was freezing the citizens in place, and there were gold young dragons who were acting in accordance with the chromatics while we were there. Kind of
describe them
slipped
to
our
me.
mind. Say again?
Describe them to me. What did they look like?
They looked like gold kobolds.
I
With-
I would keep that down, Affair. I probably would not say a gold dragon looks like a kobold in any sense of the word. I feel like you know better.
They were not the right colors to be attacking a metallic city.
God, that just
If I
sounds
may,
like
if I may,
racism.
my liege.
That sounds.
If I may, these golden dragon-like creatures, they weren't dragons, they weren't kobolds like the others. They would fall in line with my previous reports of some type of dragon-type creature. We still aren't too sure about it.
But they're gold.
Yes,
That's what I
as far
said.
as we can tell from.
From being right up in their faces, they hit us with swords. Yes.
Yes, well, I'm making sure that they're not a combination of silver or copper or bronze. It's just specifically gold and gold only.
Yes, very much the same color as him. And we'll point to the one wearing gold.
That happens to be the judge.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Happens to be the leader of the metallics, but you know.
Yep. I'm aware.
Okay, what else do you have to report? Anything?
Oh yes, much actually. I have some news about the Chromatic Kingdoms and their doings, but as far as the snow dragons go, we have confirmed that any of the stolen eggs are going into their den. We have continuously failed to uncover a way into their den until a small force left, and that's when I was going to leave to come let you know some correspondence, if you will. But as dragons move faster than the likes of myself, you can imagine they were much quicker to.
Are you not a dragon?
He's a half dragon.
Half what else?
Oh, elf.
Kind of looks like goblin with those ears.
Sure. Let's do that. Let's do a goblin dragon.
God. Oh, we're just reaching
That
the
relationship.
talking about the pinnacle of apex predators down to fucking a goblin. They couldn't have done better.
The pinnacle of apex predator and the dragon.
That,
And the dragon. That's what I was thinking.
that particular
Goblins are
dragon
traps.
collects sexual partners.
That's the horde.
It's like an Apache attack helicopter. It has guns and missiles.
It's my horde.
Is this something that you think that we can help with, or is this something you think is above this particular party's skill set? They've proven themselves quite capable at running away.
What do you think, Artorius? You have a dossier on these individuals. And I apologize, Nefir, but there's a dossier on you as well.
Of course, I would go with them, as they have not only been my charge, but also become my friends. It reminds me, I need to introduce you to Bramble, who is a would-be slave that we rescued from the pirates, who has also become one of my favorite people.
Nefir, I think I got introduced to him the first time we came here.
Yeah, can never be too many introductions.
Yes.
I would say at their current experience, they would not be able to handle anything the snow dragons could put out against them.
But they can help in some way. Of that I am sure.
We still haven't figured out how to get into their lair. I wouldn't expect the rest of you to be able to.
Oh, we lost Nefir for a sec.
Last thing I heard was we still have.
No, basically, is what I'm saying.
Long story short, no.
Well, if we can help out in any means, please let us know.
Well, for starters, the group you're currently traveling with, they have some tendencies. At least they had some tendencies.
He is well aware that they are all criminals. And
From my short time with him, I see your point of view.
yes, and he is aware that they are under my charge, and is not of a like mind. I can assure you of that.
I do have a question for my dossier. Miku here seemed a little surprised when I said knights. Did that change recently while I was away?
Well, we were promoted to knights, and but that happened before we got arrested and put on trial. So I didn't realize that title still stuck.
Were you specifically told that your knighthood was removed or
Huh.
revoked?
I guess not. I just assumed. Good to know. Good to know.
I'd say don't jump to conclusions, but I see wings, so don't fly to conclusions.
It is hilarious to me, Arturius, that these knights, the two of them that still remain, are under the charge of one who has yet to receive his knighthood.
You'll get there, champ.
I know I will. Eventually, someday. Maybe.
If I recall right, only 2 of you do not have a knighthood.
Well, I believe it is just Cliff and Miku. I don't believe Tim was with them when they received it.
You're right, but of course you have knighthood.
I don't remember that ceremony. I must have just came from the pub.
Are you not one of my charges?
Well, of course I am.
Then you are a knight.
Again. Things I forget. I'm so silly.
Oh yes, of course. As you guys are talking, you see that Bernadette comes walking in. She's listening, but not speaking.
Well, my liege, and my liege's knights, I am prepared for my report if you are ready to receive.
You'll hear Oro. You may proceed.
I drop a scroll, and it drops to the ground and then rolls out in front of me.
It's the first
This
time
is-
anyone's ever seen the peer bring out pen and paper. He's like ready to take down notes too.
Hits the fire, lights on fire.
That's all right. It was blank anyways. It's all up here, my lieges. All right, so from the top. The Chromatic Kingdom. They have made some progress with their unification. Yes, from my previous reports, they were thinking about that. Apparently, they've made some progress. So far, Neltharion's knights have swayed Morse of the Forest and Barban of the Swamp to sign this treaty. Veldanava of the Storm seems to be against the unification. We gather he wants to be the ruler, whereas under the current treaty, Neltharion would rule. But there seems to be talk of a great tribute from Neltharion to sway the Storm Dragon. Like I said earlier, we still haven't been able to venture into Glacier's snow cave. We do know that's where the eggs are going, at least. As far as swaying the forest and swamp dragons, it seems the Neltharion's knights, they slayed some of the larger pirate crews, those of Blackbeard, Davy Jones, and Coco Nelly, convincing Morse to join in the Chromatic Treaty. He also won over Barban by proving their strength, while defending against an orc portal that had overwhelmed its gem guardian, until it was able to be closed with reinforcements. To make matters worse for us, it seems since that orc raid, there have been some reports of tattooed orcs attacking on our own land's trade routes. This is still a recent development. We've been unable to pinpoint their exact hideaways, but after some more investigation, I will, of course, report back, and maybe we can send some troops to take care of it.
Is there anything that you can do with the swamp dragons or any of the other dragons to break up this alliance?
I would say our best target would be either something with Veldanava. We don't know the status of the snow dragons. As far as we could tell with our stakeouts, there hasn't been any other creatures going in or out of their caves outside of the raid.
Well, if you can think of anything that could help with keeping them a separatist type nation, that would be useful.
Yeah, absolutely,
Feel free
my
to
lord,
use
that
these
is,
individuals as you see fit for it as well.
top priority, my lord. But that will complete my report.
Can you provide us a written copy of your report? As I didn't follow most of that.
Well, it depends if you can restore ashes or not.
Damn it.
I feel like that was just a major DG lore dump.
What?
Nefir, I got most of it.
Okay. Oh, at least one of us did.
How fast can you type, fuckers?
I got a bunch of shit about snow dragons that we don't know anything about. And,
Joke's on you, I got AI.
I got the main points.
and tattooed orcs. Speaking of tattooed orcs, you think that's something that this group of degenerates might be able to handle?
I do think you could be capable for that. We don't have too much knowledge on it, but what I have seen from your group, as long as it's not too many numbers, you should be able to do something about it.
What about the snow dragons? Do you think we could reconnoiter that location and potentially bring back some information?
If you were to decide to do a mission like that, I would keep it under some deep wraps. Don't let the Chromatic Kingdom know who you are.
You're right.
That being said, I wouldn't recommend raiding any of the Chromatic Islands thus far.
You're right. I'm terrible at stealth. The orcs are the best option.
Sure. All we know right now is they're along our trade routes.
Which are documented and we can follow. Unless anybody has another better option, I think perhaps that would be the best use of this particular group of individuals moving forward. Bramble, you're welcome to join, as you
Of course.
actually have an option in this.
As long as we're going around helping people, making their lives better. That's all
That
that
is-
matters to me.
The entire goal of this group, as prescribed by me, moving forward.
Does Tim agree with that?
Tim doesn't matter.
I'll say it.
Ultimately, what I decide is what we will do. I just would like the blessing of the greater council, or at least Annabelle and party.
If you feel like you can handle it, then who am I to stand in the way?
Well, I can say that I've always enjoyed killing orcs when the opportunity arises. So I think that's what we should do.
To be clarified, these are orc bandits, right? Not just regular orcs.
Is there a difference?
I know that Miku sources on the various human races with a children's book, but she knows for a fact that there's a difference between regular goblins and raider goblins. Did the children's book mention orcs at all?
I'm sure you've seen orcs in the background of the cities and whatnot, just because this is a big melting pot of species. Excellent question there, Miku. I will say that these orcs did look more demonic than the typical civilian would.
Okay. So there's like pacts with fiends or whatever involved.
To be
Good
clear,
to know.
any orc that would present a challenge of strength should be challenged and defeated at every opportunity.
Sure, is that how you feel about it?
Exactly how I feel about it.
I like where this is going.
Like, if they don't challenge, then there's no threat.
Specifically, you can tell these ones apart from normal civilians because they're just covered in tattoos, according to the report.
Right.
So you did state that they were tattooed, heavily tattooed.
Yakuza orcs.
So Cliff, any objections to slaying tattooed orcs?
Aren't Cliff and Tim not actually here?
Yeah, they're at the library.
Oh, okay. Bramble, any objection to slaying tattooed orcs?
I mean, as long as they're not actually civilians, I'm fine with that.
All right. And
Yep.
there are many myths of Miku slashing creatures in half, so I'm sure she doesn't have any objection. Not that it would matter. Anyway,
Uh,
Tim, are you falling asleep on us? Wake up.
It's only his rabbit.
Oh,
Easier for me to
Artorias
focus
will
when I close
excuse
my
himself
eyes.
because he's got a lot of espionage to do. You know.
yes. Espionage.
Sir Carrot Big Dog, come along. We have much orc slaying to do.
I'll be in touch.
He smiles.
That strawberry jam, you've got to be much more careful with that.
Oh,
You've got it
there's so much.
all over your face.
It's dripping.
Oh, that's...
And scene.
And scene. Is there anything else you guys wish to do here?
Is there anything interesting happen in the library scene?
Well, here's the thing. I want to clear up this scene first.
Yeah, if you want to call it after this, I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's actually the plan. I don't want to go over our 4-hour mark, and I don't want to cut you guys off if you're looking in the library and finding stuff and whatnot. So I'd rather push that off onto the next time. So if you guys have nothing else left here, verify with our three.
I would maybe chit chat with Bernadette real quick because she and I were in prison together. So just that'd be the only thing I would do. But that doesn't really need to be. It would just be a quick little check-in.
Go ahead.
I still have your friendlet bracelet.
Crouch down because I'm sure I'd probably tower over her.
Yeah, I think she's like 7.
Hello, Miss Bernadette. How are you? Has everything been going fine since you've gotten back?
Mm-hmm. Dad helped me with my arm.
Have you been feeling anything? I know, obviously your parents are here to help you, but have you been? If you have any problems, just know I'm here for you. You and I were both together in that terrible place. I am here for you as well.
Yeah, I haven't wanted to cure anyone recently. Last time I did, I lost my arm.
Glad that you're getting it back.
My father would never leave me in such a dire strait. My mom would. Well, if your group didn't take care of him, well, Mom would have walked in there and turned that place into dust.
Well, that's a great way to look at it. I'm glad your parents will protect you.
They would make enemies of a dragon, even if it meant saving me.
Well, with that then, Miss Bernadette, I will take my leave with my party, and I wish you well as always.
And she'll bow to you, sign of respect.
And I do small little bow as well as I'm getting up.
It's like all awkward. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the head nod thing.
Yep.
The thing
After all of that awkwardness, Nafir will, of course, just run up and give her a big bear hug. And, like, single tear. I'm so glad you're okay. And then put her down and leave.
Yeah, Uncle, it's nice to see you too.
And I am excited to hear of whatever adventuring you decide to do in the future, moving forward, now that you're well cared for.
Well, Mother and Father have found somebody who's a little more combat oriented. He's loyal, but the look on his face does scare me.
Sometimes The scariest faces make for the best friends. Have I told you about my friend Tim, who can be quite scary with the things that he knows and the powers that he can conjure? But deep inside, it is the character of the person that matters more than the look on their face. And believe me, as Cliff and I can tell you, even Tim has come a long ways since I have known him. He's
Well,
becoming a much better person.
he doesn't scare me nearly as much as the dwarf friend you had who shot a child with a crossbow.
Well, yes, he was horrible and evil. He did, in fact, shoot a child in the throat. That happened.
Well, I'm glad to see you're all right, Nafir.
I am, and I am having so much fun with my new group of friends. You know what? If you're afraid of the person identified by your parents to attend you on your next adventures, you would like to join us on our adventures, I can assure you it will be a ton of fun.
I'm afraid I'm a bit too young for that. I will say
Right.
that there was a group in the Chromatic Kingdom that tried to get me home. Yeah,
Oh.
but sadly, the ship was taken and the crew killed. I tried to heal them, but
You are
I'm not powerful.
incredibly brave. And don't worry about your power. That will come.
Mm.
Trust me, even on the adventures that I've been on most recently, I have felt myself become stronger. And you will too, no matter what adventures you decide to embark on.
Did you just side note kill off DG's characters?
No.
Okay.
It was a separate thing. Like, don't worry about it.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Yes. You're not here.
Don't worry. If they were dead, it would have been in the report. Okay.
Yeah. God. Don't you listen to the report? Oh yeah, you're not here. Read it in the library. No, thank you, Uncle. I will try to get stronger.
Only at your own pace and your own desires. You should do what is best for you and what brings you the most joy.
Helping people.
Exactly that. That is also what brings me incredible joy. Like when I help Tim make better decisions about what he does with strangers in a pub.
I think you're killing Tim right now.
I could see him dying in his little
It's the end of
square
the-
over there.
it's the
Like,
end of the day.
The ears burning because someone's talking about him.
Don't you worry.
he's gonna pull a Nylar and start child tasering people.
As long as you
Child's
don't
play.
shoot them in the throat. I mean, it'll be all right.
I mean, you guys just pretty much set up war crimes. I mean, that's what you guys did.
It's in the dossier.
You're basically Canadian at this point.
Which is why Nafir is so proud of Tim for changing. He had no concern about Miku and Cliff. It was Tim that needed to be influenced.
Ah, yes. He's a big wizard, you know.
He is. And he will become incredibly powerful. Of that, I am confident. And if he uses that power for good and for the Metallic Kingdom, oh, it's going to be glorious.
Oh, yes. But with that, I think we are going to call it. Otherwise, we're going to go over our 4 hours. We will, when we come back, we will go check out the library. All right. For those of you that want to stick around and want to talk in chat, we'll obviously be in Discord. If you want to fuck off, I mean, that's your choice. But with that, I will thank everybody for coming out tonight and checking out our stream. Even Cliff's friends. No, love you guys. They're our biggest fans. Even if they are Cliff's biggest fans, they are our biggest fans as well. So, with that, we shall call it a night. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
As we close the curtain, step back from the fight. The dungeon's echoes fade into the night. Stepdaddy here with one last shout. Reflect on the journey, what's it all about? Farewell, my crew, till the strings pull once more. In lands of shadow, where the dragons soar. Remember these nights, fierce and free. Stepdaddy's call, forever we'll see. Spells cast, swords clash, rolling the dice. Each moment captured, no need to think twice. Stories woven with a beat and a rhyme. Memories etched for the end of time. Rise again with hearts ablaze. Carry the torch through the endless maze. The echo of metal, the pulse of the beat. Until we return, our fates to meet. Farewell, my crew, till the strings pull once more. In lands of shadow, where the dragons soar. Remember these nights, fierce and free. Stepdaddy's call, forever we'll see. So keep the fire, let it burn through the dark. Await the jester's next remark. Attack of opportunity, the stage is set. Till next we play.